Yo, what's good with y'all? In today's video, I got the how to make a Battlegrounds game. This is part 6 to the series and stuff. Part 6 will include probably one of the most important and requested and wanted things of the series, of the Battlegrounds series. And this is the Ultimate Bar, the addition of the Ultimate Bar and just generally an ultimate system where every time you hit what's it called, every time you hit a another player or the dummy or whatnot and stuff, your ultimate bar will slowly move up, and then once it reaches full, you're able to use your ultimate and stuff. This also includes a bug fix to two issues. One was something pointed out to me to somebody, which shout out to them. They pointed out to me that like if you try to switch characters, like if you're using a weapon character and then you try to switch to a non-weapon character, you would still have that weapon. So I fixed that, and there was another issue I fixed, which was just an error in output and stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and get straight to it. So as always, if you guys haven't watched the first 5 parts, go watch them. I'll continue the series as you guys are showing it much love. So yeah, I'll continue and stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Okay. So first things first, let's go ahead and knock out the additional UI we have to add. Okay, so we're gonna add this to the hotbar GUI, right? So we're gonna you're gonna insert a text label, right? You're gonna want to rename this text label to, the first one will be ultimate bar, let's say full, yeah. Ultimate bar full text label, right? You're gonna move it over, you're gonna put it above the hotbar, right? So for the let's do this first. So for the background transparency, I'm gonna make mine 0.5. Background color will be black, right? So pretty much see-through. The border will be 5, and then you guys want I'm trying to think, what's the thing? Oh yeah. So then once we get to the size and positioning, we want the position to be, this is supposed to be 0.24 and stuff. This is just what I had it at. And then this is 659, right? And then for sizing, this is going to be 5. Now sizing is very important. So this will be 500 by 45 for me. I recommend you guys just doing it the same way I'm doing it, right? So we have that, and then obviously we don't want any text and stuff, right? So you guys can just clear the text, right? So this is going to be the full bar, this is what you're trying to fill up, right? And then we're going to duplicate this. You're going to press Control D, right? Now for this, you want to make sure you do bold, scaled, and rich text and stuff. And then I'm gonna do red text color. Now the reason for this is so that what's it called? So that when it says press G for ultimate, you can clearly see it. Now as for the properties for this one, right? This is going to be a little different. So the position is, of course, going to remain the exact same, but sizing will be different. This time it'll be 0 by 0, and then the 45 will stay the same. You guys see we're trying to fill up the bar, right? And then for this, the background color is supposed to be red or whatever color you want. And then I'm going to make the transparency for this 0.3. So this is going to be red and stuff, right? And then this should not have a border. So border size pixels will be equal to 0. So here's how you know if you did it right. You want to set this right here, the X, what is this, the offset, or is this, yeah, the offset. You want to set the offset, so the second X value, set this to 500, and here's how it should look and stuff, right? So boom, right? So I recommend doing the sizes the exact same as mine. The reason for that is we're going to go up in increments of 20. Like every time a player hits another opponent, the bar's gonna increase by 20. So it's simple math. We're going to 500. So if we count up by 20, we'll eventually get to 500. If you make it so it increases by like 8, I don't feel I don't feel like doing the math, but I don't think if you count up by 8, it'll get you to 200. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's why I recommend you guys do it just the same way as me. Right, so just like that, we're done with the ultimate bar. Oh sorry, one last thing. So change the name for this one, so the one with the red and stuff, right? This is going to be ultimate bar full, progress. This is going to show, because literally you're displaying the progress, your progress towards being able to use your ultimate. So progress, I accidentally threw it out of there. So progress, right? And then just like that, we are done with the hotbar GUI, right? Make sure that what is it, reset on spawn is disabled. You want to make sure that's disabled, right? And then I have a ultimate sound right here and stuff in the sound service and stuff. It's just Luffy laughing and stuff. I got it from the toolbox. And then you guys are about to see why we're gonna need that, because we're adding ultimates and all that stuff, right? So just get your ultimate sound. The way you want to do it is, you guys already know that we have a naming sequence. So you guys see, you want to name it ultimate followed by the word character and then space, and then you put the number of the character. So for character 2, I would say ultimate character 2 and stuff. You want to make sure the names match. The whole point is it should be the word ultimate. Like there should be no space in between the word ultimate, the word character, and then a space followed by the number of said character. So boom, right? Once you have your ultimate and everything, we can then go ahead and head on over to the character folder, right? And you're gonna head over to, well, the character folder, and then you're gonna click the plus icon. You're going to actually, or sorry, not the plus icon. You're gonna duplicate this. So Control D while having it selected. You just simply want to do the same thing we did. So add the word ultimate, right? So ultimate, right? Yeah. Ultimate character 1. So we're gonna keep them all in the same folder instead of like having a separate folder, right? So I'm gonna say ultimate character 1, and then obviously you would just duplicate this ultimate character 2, ultimate character 3, right? So for this, right, everything is the same minus the weapon thing. If it is a weapon character, make sure you remove it out of here and stuff, right? Because nothing, there would be no issues that have checks in place to ensure like it wouldn't give them the weapon twice, but there would really be no issues. But just remove it. There's no reason to have it there. You just need the skill folders and stuff. So we have like the name of the skill and stuff, right? So I'm just gonna rename them to ultimate S1, or yeah, I'm gonna do ultimate S1. The reason for that is because the hotbar honestly isn't. Or actually, no, hold on. I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna say ultimate skill 1, and I'm actually gonna do. You guys don't have to do this. I'm gonna increase the size of the hotbar stuff because it actually wasn't big. It wasn't. The boxes weren't long enough. And oh dang, I just realized that means I have to move all of the keybinds over. Okay. So I think I can make this work if I grab all of them at the same time. Okay, no, that will not work. Oh, that's not even what I was trying to do. I was trying to do this. And I'm okay, there we go. Perfect. No, that's okay, never mind. That is not perfect. All right. I guess I'll just have to do this one at a time. So boom, boom, and boom. There we go. Okay. Yeah, now it should be good, but yeah. So you just want to rename them and stuff. You guys can name them to whatever you want. I'm not obviously gonna give them like, I'm not gonna give thought to the names, so I'm just gonna put ultimate. You can put ultimate skill followed by the number of set skill. You want to do this for each one, and then of course update the sound and animation ID values and stuff if need be, right? Then boom, once you're done with that, we are done with the folder. Once again, remember you're going to put that folder inside of the main character folder, which is we have inside of server storage, right? Then once we're done with this, head on over to the animation folder, and then you guys will see inside of the character 1 folder, I have the ultimate animation and stuff, right? So you would just simply insert another animation into the folder, right? And then you would name it ultimate animation, throw your animation ID in there, and then boom, right? So this is the animation that's going to play when your character awakens, or yeah, because it is an awakening, right? Or ultimate, whatever you want to call it, right? Now we can get into the actual scripting, right? So let me go ahead and first, let's open up the local core script, right? We have some changes we need to make. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down here to the user input service function. So right here, right? And I'm going to go right here, press insert, and then I'm going to say else if input.user input type is equal to enum keycode.g. So here you would put whatever keybind you want for the to activate the ultimate and stuff. Most games is G, so that's what we're gonna go with, right? So once the player's trying to activate their ultimate, we need to make sure that their bar is full. So what we're gonna say is if hotbar GUI ultimate bar, make sure you're selecting the right one. Make sure you do progress, because if you put full, remember the full it's gonna be already set to that size and stuff. So that would mean it would instantly give them their ultimate. So make sure you do progress, right? So progress text label dot size is equal to udm2 dot new, and then here you would put the max size. If you did the same size as me, then you do 0, 500, 0, 45. Okay, that's not 45. 45, right? And then once you're done with that, you press enter. So then if everything checks out, you then fire the remote event, core event, fire server, in quotation marks, you're going to put ultimate, that will be the name of the event. Then in quotation marks, you're going to put start. Because we're going to use the event for, different things. One is, to start the ultimate, and 2 is to end it and stuff, right? So then after that, you're going to set the text. You're going to say hotbar.ultimate bar progress. That's text text label dot text is going to be equal to just nothing and stuff, because that means they activated the ultimate, so there's no need to say press G to activate ultimate, right? And then I'm going to set up the ultimate bar tween. I'm going to say local ultimate bar tween is equal to ts create, right? So if you don't know what this means you guys know when you activate the ultimate, the bar slowly like goes from right to left and stuff, showing you how much time you have left until your ultimate runs out. So that's what we're about to make. So I'm going to put hotbar dot ultimate bar progress text label, right, comma tween info dot new. So put however many seconds you want. I searched it up, and for the strongest Battlegrounds, it's 45 seconds and stuff. So I felt like that would work, but you guys can put whatever time you want. But you just make sure you'd have to adjust for this on the server side and stuff, just to make sure. Well, I don't think you really have to do much, but just in case. That's why I just recommend you guys just doing it as I have. But anyway, you're then going to say enum.easing style. Choose whatever easing style and easing direction you want. So style, then easing direction will be in, right? And then we're going to go put a comma here, special brackets for our table, and then I'm going to say size because we're changing the size. So size is equal to, then we're going to put our full size. So udm2 dot new 0, 0, 0, 45, because remember we're setting it back to what it originally was. Then ultimate bar tween play, right? And then I'm going to what's it called? Then I'm going to say ultimate. Then I'm going to say ultimate bar tween completed, connect function, close parentheses, enter. Here's another reason why it's important that you make sure that the hotbar GUI reset on spawn is not checked, because once this tween is finished, here's how we used to keep track if when the player's ultimate is finished. Once this tween finishes, it's going to fire the remote event back to the server to let the server know that okay, their ultimate is done, time is up. If you had this checked and you reset, it would I don't think I think it would literally just stop the tween, because it would be like it literally is resetting the UI, so it would just, the tween would kind of stop, so it would just glitch out and cause issues. So yeah, the tween will continue to play even if the player was to like reset their character or something and stuff, right? So here I'm gonna say ultimate bar tween dot completed, right? And then you're gonna fire the remote event. You're gonna say core event fire server in quotation marks, like I said, ultimate, but this time it's in quotation marks end, right? For this, we want it to end. And then we are done with everything here. We can scroll down to this function. We're gonna add something here, and then we're gonna add 2 new events. So you can click the arrow right here, then go after, and then literally all you're gonna do is you're just gonna say hotbar GUI dot ultimate bar progress text label dot size is equal to udm2 dot new. You're just resetting it, so 0, 0, 0, 45. The reason for this is that hotbar update means either your ultimate just finished, or you're just selecting a new character. So obviously you'd want the ultimate bar progress to reset, right? So then I'm going to set up the new functions. I mean, sorry, not new functions, new events. So I'm going to say else if event type is equal to in quotation marks ultimate bar, right? The ultimate bar. So what this means is that this event is going to be fired for whenever a player, makes contact with enemies, if they hit other enemies stuff, so that we can increase the size and also check to see if like the size is enough to let them know, okay, you can press G for your ultimate, you're ready to use it and stuff. So, or you're able to use it. So I'm going to say if it's actually the same thing as what we had up here, we can really copy and paste. So just control V, then enter, because we need to end after. Let me close up this space, right? So if it's equal to, if it's full, then what you're going to say is you're going to set the text. You're going to say hotbar GUI.ultimate bar progress text label dot text is equal to in quotation marks. You can put your own message, but I'm going to put press G for ultimate, right? And then you're going to set up an else statement. So if the size isn't, if the size isn't there yet, then you're just simply gonna say, or sorry, you're not gonna say anything. You're just gonna say, well, you are gonna say something. You guys know what I'm saying. Anyway, hotbar GUI to ultimate bar to progress text label, and then you're gonna say size is plus equal to udm2 dot new 0, 20, 0, 0. Here's what we're increasing it. Remember I said we're going in intervals of 20. You guys can adjust this number as need be. If you want to, if you want the ultimate bar, if you want them to get to their ultimate quicker, increase the number. If you want them to get to it slower, decrease the number. It's up to y'all, right? So then we're going to actually throw in another else if. So else if event type is equal to in quotation marks, and then this is going to be ultimate, right? So then enter. So just to clarify, what this is when a player has activated their ultimate, and then the server is firing it back to the clients and stuff. So any like like when you have like the animation is playing and all that stuff, for like the animation is playing and the sound, that's going to be done on the server, but this is for like any like camera movements or anything like that, right? Stuff. So I just literally took the code for my cutscene thing. I made a very simple ultimate awakening, if you want to call it that, and stuff. Made a very simple one. You guys, it's up to y'all to make it all cool and everything. I'm just doing this as an example for you guys. So what I'm gonna say is, if you want to check first, you want to say if player dot current character that value is equal to, let's say, character 1. So this is going to be the ultimate for character 1. This is going to be the effects I want to happen on the local side for character 1 and stuff. Obviously, it's going to be different for each character, and it's assuming if you want to have that for each character and stuff. That's why we use the if statement, just to double check, right? So what I'm going to say is, I'm going to say local skill number is equal to arg1, because we are doing a hotbar update as well, to update the hotbar so that they can see all of the new ultimate skills. Then local skill, so it's the same thing as like a hotbar update, as the hotbar update is literally the same thing as this actually. So skill name is equal to arg2, right? Argument number 2. And then you're just, I should have probably told you to honestly copy and paste, but yeah, just control C and control V that, right? And then after, you're going to create a variable for the player's camera. So camera is equal to workspace.current camera, and then you're going to say camera.camera type is equal to enum.camera type dot scriptable, right? Then you're going to go after that, and you're going to say character selector GUI dot enabled is equal to false. You're pretty much just disabling the UI so that it's not like, so that it's looking more like a cutscene and stuff. If you wanted to go far, you could really just disable all the default UI and stuff, make it really look a cutscene, but then you'd have to also make sure that you re-enable everything except the toolbar, which I didn't feel like doing. So it's like, if you guys want to do that, y'all can do that. So enable is equal to false. We're going to disable the hotbar and the character selector for a few seconds. Then I'm going to set up the ultimate tween. So ultimate tween is equal to create. And then you're going to, of course, the camera will be the instance, then comma, put whatever, tween info.new, then put whatever duration you want. So for me, I'm going to go 1.5 seconds, then comma, enum.easing style. And then I'm going with quint, comma, enum.easing direction is in and out and stuff, right? It's literally just like a camera, like just doing it like kind of like a mini 360. Then special brackets, and then I'm going to say field of view is equal to 50, comma, C-frame is equal to C-frame dot new, right? In parentheses, you're going to put player dot character, right? Then you're going to say dot humanoid root part dot C-frame times C-frame dot new 0. So this is 0 comma 0 comma negative 6.5. Then on the outside, you're going to say dot position, right? They're going to say comma. No, this is very confusing. So player dot character, once again, then this time humanoid part dot position, and then boom, that's it. Honestly, the longest tween I've ever made. Anyway, ultimate tween play, right? Then once we're done there, we're gonna wait. So I decided to wait 2 seconds, but it's up to you guys for however you want to go about it. So then I'm gonna re-enable the GUI. So true hotbar GUI enabled is equal to true, right? And then lastly, I'm just gonna reset the camera back to normal. So camera.camera type is equal to enum.camera type dot custom, right? And then that's all the changes we had to make on the local script. Now it's time for the server script changes. So let's move to the core script, the core server script. I feel like I honestly feel like the local script had most of the real changes and stuff, since honestly it's mostly handled on the local script. Anyway, let's go ahead and get the sound service for our ultimate sound. So go up here, go after the marketplace service variable, and you're gonna say local ss is equal to game get service sound service, and then we're adding a check here to fix things. So before players would spawn, like if you had a weapon character, then you switch, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, and you switch to a non-weapon character, it would still have that weapon. So we're now going to check to see if the player has any tools, and if they do, we're going to destroy them and stuff ahead of time. Because I mean, even if they're switching to like the same character or a weapon character, we're literally going to, if you guys want to hear, we're literally going to be giving them, you know, their weapon right here. So it wouldn't really matter if you destroy it up here. So I'm going to say for I comma v in pairs, another for I v in pairs loop. So this time you're going to say player.character, get children, enter. And then you're going to say if v is a tool, right? Because the only tool that should be there is, you know, weapons. Then v destroy. And then boom. That simple, right? And then I'm going to scroll down. And then I'm going to scroll down. I'm gonna think, where was this? Oh, this was right here. Okay, yeah. So I made one additional thing to fix an error I was getting and stuff. Again, it didn't really affect much, but just, you know, we don't want to have any errors in the output while testing. So you're simply just gonna say and v2 is a folder and stuff, right? So v2 is a folder. The reason for this is because it would iterate through this folder. It would go through this folder and stuff, right? Whenever I like start to switch characters, it would go through this folder and stuff, and then it would try to get, like, you know, the name, it would get the name of the skill, which, so okay, it would get the name of the skill, which is skill name, and then it would get the value, which is the actual name of the skill, right? But the issue is that it would get everything. It would get all of the children here, so it would also get the weapon, which obviously isn't a skill. So we're just double checking to make sure it's a folder and stuff, right? Now we can scroll all the way down to, yeah, about, I think right here. So you're gonna click this else if right here. So click this arrow, then enter. Then you're gonna say else if event type is equal to, in quotation marks, this would be ultimate. Oh, I'm gonna capital U. So this would be ultimate, right? When a player is activating their ultimate, you're then gonna create a variable. So this would be ultimate status, which is equal to argument number 1. This is just so we know if the player is either their ultimate is starting or if it's ending. So we're gonna say if ultimate status is equal to start, enter. We're then going to set up a for I loop, but the great thing is we can really just copy and paste. You're literally just gonna go up here. Now remember the same thing we were just, yeah, this entire thing. Well, how do I'm trying to think actually, because it's like we need this, but we don't need all of it. Okay, so I want you guys to do this. Click this arrow right here, right? You want to copy and paste this. So Control C. You want to copy all of that, and then you're gonna Control V. You're gonna paste it, right? But then you're going to delete this, right? And then I'm going to delete this right here. So we don't need a space, right? So I'm going to say character folder, get children, just as before, but this time I'm going to go like right here, and then I'm putting quotation marks, I'm going to put ultimate, then dot, dot, dot. Remember, the reasoning for this is that the difference here is that instead of character followed by the number, we want the word ultimate, character, and then followed by the number, right? So pretty much after that, the only thing you're changing right here is just you're changing from hotbar update to ultimate and stuff, so we know that, you know, we want all the ultimate stuff going on, right? And then once we finish this, click 0 right here, and then go after the for v in pairs loop, and then you're going to set up the animation track. This is for the, you know, this is to play the ultimate animation and stuff, right? So you're going to say local at is equal to character dot humanoid dot animator load animation, and then in parentheses you're going to say animation folder regular bracket player dot current character dot value, then go on the outside of the bracket and you're going to say dot ultimate animation, right? Which is why I said you should put inside the animation folder, inside of the, you know, the character. Then you're going to play the animation track. Boom, you're going to play the animation track, and then you're also going to play the sound. So you're going to simply just say ss regular bracket, in quotation marks, you're going to put ultimate, right? And then you're going to say dot dot player dot current, same thing, player dot current character that value and stuff. We're literally following the same naming scheme: ultimate, character, space, and then the number of the character. And of course, on the outside, you're gonna put play. Boom, right? And then we're gonna wait 2 seconds. So task that wait 2 seconds. You can wait however long you want, though. It's up to y'all. And then we're going to stop the animation. Now you're probably gonna have to change this based on the character. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Y'all are probably gonna have to change this based on the character. So with that being said, you should probably use an if statement here. Dang, not really thinking about it. We should. Yeah, you honestly probably should, not gonna lie, using if statement here and stuff. So if you're doing this for multiple characters, I would recommend using, an if statement, just checking the current character value and stuff. So if it's equal to character 1, then you wait 2 seconds. If it's equal to 2, wait 5 seconds, so it's up to y'all really. And then of course we're gonna stop. Oh, that actually reminds me. So then we're also gonna stop the sound. So that actually just reminded me. You want to make sure that this is optional, right? But for me, the sound is like, it's really quick. So I just made it looped just so it continues to keep playing until I stop it. So I would recommend doing that if you guys, but again, that's optional. I would recommend it though if you have like a long animation and stuff. So then we're going to set up another else if statement. So I'm going to say else if, this is actually the last one. So else if ultimate status is equal to in quotation marks end, right? So this is more simple stuff, right? You're literally copying what we did. You're actually literally just copying this actually. So you just want to grab this, control C, control V, right? You literally just want to do this. You're just resetting the hotbar for this actually. So what you want to do is you want to remove the ultimate and then the dot dot dot, because you're just going back. We're going back to our regular character. And then of course this is hotbar update, right? And then yeah, that's literally just it. So we're just setting things back to normal. Then the module script, we have slight changes on the combat module script. So up here, we're just gonna get the core remote event. So local core event is equal to game the replicated storage wait for child core event, right? Then I'm gonna go, we're down here and stuff, right? So this is every time we do M1, do we make contact with an enemy. I also changed 3 to 5 by the way and stuff, but that's optional. I just did it so that the ranges be better. So I'm then gonna say core event fire, not fire server, fire client, right? And then fire to specific player. And then you're going to put the name of the event ultimate bar. This is that the ultimate bar can increase and stuff since they've made contact. And then I think leave that as it. So yeah, let's go ahead and test to make sure everything works. As always, if you guys want access to any one of my scripts mods, you guys can become either a channel member or a Discord subscriber. Link to either one of those options can be found in the description and stuff. So yeah. Okay, so and I've been hearing a lot of people mention things about the character, this and stuff. So you guys can really just move this by yourself. Like I don't know, I honestly don't understand why people were confused about this. Like if it's in the way, you can literally just move it over. Like you can just move the button over. You know what I'm saying? Just set the position over. Just change the X value and stuff. I mean, you can still use it, but like I get it. So yeah, so if I switch the character to, okay, yeah, there we go. I just had to test to make sure that it wasn't playing. For some odd reason, it's still playing the idle animation though. Huh, that's strange. Well, I guess I'll have to figure that out next video. Anyway, so you guys see the weapon is destroyed, so that's really what was important, honestly. But yeah, so if I go back to character 1, right, that's where I have my ultimate, right? So you guys can hear the sounds and stuff. Obviously, the animations don't work for R6. It doesn't really matter, though. It's not really relevant, honestly, and stuff, right? Only one out of 3 of the animations work. But you guys see every time I'm making contact and stuff. Pay attention to the health, honestly. So every time I make contact and stuff, the ultimate bar is slowly increasing. So boom, you can also tween this if you want to, but I'm pretty sure most games don't tween it. They just have it just increase naturally. So yeah, so boom, boom, almost done, and boom, there we go. Press G. Oh, I did that wrong. It's, sorry guys, sorry. It's supposed to be, the text color is supposed to be black. Yeah, that didn't really make sense. Okay, yeah, text, yeah, but anyway, it's honestly fine. So yeah, so if I press G for ultimate, for some reason nothing is happening. I'm pressing G, but nothing is happening. Strange. Let's see. If I... That is so strange. What is going on? Press G. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, it's here. Okay. Yeah, so... Keyboard. Input. Guys, I'm so sorry. I did this wrong. I don't know why I did it like that. Okay, so this is supposed to be input.keycode. I don't know why I did that. That is supposed to be input.keycode. Okay, and while we're here, actually, one time, let me go ahead and fix that. So change progress, right? You want the text color to be black, not red. Sorry. And then, like I was saying, you can just move. You can really just move you can really just move this over. I didn't really understand why people were struggling with this. You could just literally move it over. So like, just make it like, I don't know, 0.2 or something. Or like, I think 1.5 is actually fine. Oh, wait. Or 0.15, right? So now if I click play, 1, it's out of the way now. So yeah, so let's get back to it. Okay, so I'll have to continue hitting them and stuff until eventually we get there. So yeah, like I was saying, it's gonna be very simple and stuff. There's nothing too much and stuff. That's why I said you guys can spend all the time you want on your awakenings and stuff. I wasn't really gonna spend all that much time on just making, you know, an ultimate, but yeah. So I'm just gonna spam click M1s. Boom, we're almost done. Done, 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 and done. Okay, there we go. Black text. So if I press your ultimate, there we go. So now the ultimate's going down. Ultimate skills. You guys see the bars counting down, and yeah. So I guess we're just gonna wait here for like another 30 seconds until the bar is down and stuff. You guys see it is slowly going down. Once the bar has reached the end and stuff, it is going to fire the remote event to let the server know that okay, the ultimate is over. We can change my skill set back to what, you know, is default, back to what it used to be prior to, you know, awakening and stuff. So yeah, and you should have all your ultimate skills. You know, you should be able to see them and stuff. Obviously, you know, mines are just placeholders and stuff since I didn't actually make names for them. But yeah, let's go ahead and see any second now, and boom, there we go. My skills reset back to normal, right? And then boom, and then, you know, I can do it over again. So yeah, there we go. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely leave a like and subscribe if you're new. I will continue the series as long as you guys continue to support it and stuff. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all the love and support you guys have shown on the channel. I really do appreciate it. We're almost at 10K, and we're about to be at like 4.5 thousand Discord members. So yeah, just for sure join the server, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Sorry. Thank you guys for watching. Yo, what's good, y'all? In today's video, I got the How to Make a Battlegrounds game. I believe this is part 7 to the series. This video will cover a movement system as well as a blocking system. Movement is walking slash running, custom walking slash running animations, sound effects while you're walking, and dash system, which will include a front hit. Like a lot of people have been asking for a long time. I did it for I made a Battlegrounds video. Thank you for all the love and support you guys showed on that video, by the way. So a dash system as well as a block system and stuff. I'm really just taking stuff from that video because I pretty much finalized the Battlegrounds game, and I'll be integrating it over here and then showing you guys how to add everything and stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Okay, so the first things first, I guess we'll just talk animations. Okay, so you'll notice inside of my character one folder, right, I've added a few animations. I'll go ahead and highlight all of them. So we have the S dash, I'm pretty sure walk was already there, but we have the dash animations, right? We have all of our dash animations. Wait, oh yeah, sorry. Dash animations, block animation, and a flinch animation. So just explaining, I mean, you guys can already tell. The dash animations is for the directions. So A, D, you know, left, right, forward. Oh wait, no, sorry. Backwards, forwards. Yeah, right. So each animation is just the letter, you know, for the keybind you have to press to go in that direction, and then just dash animation. So you're just gonna add those to the animation folder and add them to the specific character. Now, I'm pretty sure all characters would have the same dash animations. I wouldn't really see why you would do it differently. Well, I guess maybe if like the only difference I can see is the forward dash. Like I can see if like the forward dash, like if you had a weapon, you would want to swing it rather than like move your fist. So yeah, that's the only way. But anyway, we have a block animation. You know, that's straightforward. Block, like it's just you hold F, that plays, and then we have a flinch animation, which is like every time you get punched. Instead, every time you get hit, then you know you flinch and stuff. You don't get knocked back. You just flinch and stuff. Like knockback obviously has its own animation. And yeah, so these are the animations I added. Again, I get all my animation from the toolbox. I don't make any of these. You guys have to use your own animation ID. You guys can't use the ones I use. So you just go to the toolbox and you'll find them. That's literally what I did. But yeah, so you're gonna put all those inside of character one. And then once you're done there, we can continue. We continue on from there. So then there's also a few things with sound effects. So I got a dash sound. This is the sound, you know, when you dash. Then I got a footstep sound, and then it's just looped. So you would just go to the toolbox, go to audio, find like a walking sound, footsteps, whatever. And what you would want to do is you would make sure it's looped. That's what you want to do. You want to make sure it's looped, and obviously make sure it's not too loud. You want it to be something playing in the background, not like sounding like an explosion, right? And then that's it for the sound effects. So yeah, we're good to go ahead and get straight into the what's it called, the scripting. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the local core script. We'll start here, move to the core server script. We will not be modifying the leader stats, just the other three. So we're on a local script, right? First thing I'm gonna do here is create a variable up here. I'm gonna get the sound service. So I'm gonna say local ss is equal to game get service sound service, right? Then I'm gonna scroll down a little bit, but really not too far, honestly. Let me see. Yeah, right here actually. Yeah, right there. So we're gonna go right here, right? We're gonna go right before the UIS input function and stuff, and we're going to create two variables. First will be can dash. I also want to clarify something for people who have like my regular dash system from like my other videos and stuff. Know that I made the dash system, like the dash system I use in the I made a Battlegrounds video and the one I'm about to make right now, it's different and stuff. Cause I'm stupid and I didn't realize there was a function for like when a person walks, which would have saved me a ton of time. So we're gonna have can dash, right? This is simply just for the cooldown. So can dash by default will be equal to true because you're able to dash. When you load it and everything. And then we're gonna create a variable for the dash direction, so we know what direction it's trying to go in. So dash direction is equal to just there's nothing. So just empty string, and then we're gonna scroll down just a little bit, right? We're gonna go. I believe it's after the. Or is it? No, it's before the M1. Yeah, so it's before the M1. So we're gonna go right here because it is a keybind. So we're gonna click this arrow right here, right? The ultimate statement. We're gonna go right here. We're gonna say else if input dot key code is equal to enum dot key code w. We're literally just gonna go for all the different directions. So and then you guys can just copy and paste what we just did. So Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V. We need to do that so there's 4. So yeah, that's enough. So then I'll press enter, and then that'll give me a then, and then now we just go and change it. So let me get rid of that space. So WASD, so boom, S, and then lastly D. So, oh, wait, I just realized if inputs or, oh, okay, so or is equal to D. Okay, there we go. Right. So once you have that, you're then literally you're gonna put for the statement is dash direction is equal to, I believe it was input, yeah, input key code, not type input key code dot name, right? And then I'm gonna throw another else if statement, but like yeah, within this, yeah, so just a different one. So I'm gonna say else if inputs, it's going to be a pretty long one too, just similar to the one we just did. So input.keycode is equal to enum.keycode.q. So this is for when you're trying to dash. So you would set whatever this keybind right here is to your dash keybind. Most games usually do q, so it would make sense that you do q as well. So I'm going to say and player.character.is running dot value is equal to true because we need to make sure they're running and stuff. So for this, obviously, we're gonna create this on the server side when we get to the server script, and then you're gonna say and dash direction is nil equal to nothing because obviously it would make no sense to try to dash if there's no like direction you're trying to go in. And of course, we want to make sure that can dash is equal to true so that they're able to dash. So once that's all done, that's all said and done, we're then going to fire the remote event, core event, fire server, quotation marks, the name of the event will be dash. Then we're going to send over the dash direction. Then after firing the remote event, we're going to set can dash equal to false. This would be our cooldown. So test that wait 2.5 seconds. So 2.5 seconds, but you guys can set this to whatever you want to. I'll probably switch this to a server side cooldown in the future, but for now, we'll just leave it like this. So can dash is then equal to true after 2.5 seconds, right? And then I'm going to add one last else if statement. Both of those were for the dash system. This is for the blocking. So we're going to say else if input key code is equal to enum.keycode. Now, you guys already know what keybind I'm going to go with. F, of course, most games usually F is the blocking keybind. But again, go with whatever you want. It's up to y'all. So what I'm going to say, I'm just going to fire the remote event, core event, fire server, in quotation marks, block. Then you're going to put the block type. So this is start. Obviously, when you release the F key, which we're about to make real quick, we're about to make that function. When you release the F key, then obviously it'll be, the name of the event will be block, and then the block type will be end because you want to stop blocking. So then I'm going to set up another function in between the on-client event and the UIS function. So I'm going to say UIS, this is input ended this time. So input ended connect function, in parentheses put input, comma, processed. Enter, you're then going to say if input dot user input type is equal to enum. Oh, then I'm going to do that. Enum.user input type.keyboard and not processed. enter, and then you're going to say if input dot key code is equal to enum dot key code, and then whatever you put for your blocking keybind. So for me that would be F, and then you could really just copy and paste this part. So Control C, Control V, and then you're just gonna rename start to end. So you'll just change that. Not rename, it's just said change, but yeah. Then we're gonna scroll down a little to the ultimate bar, the on server event, the ultimate bar thing. I'm trying to remember which one. So it's right above. Okay, so it's right above. Okay, so right here. So I think it's after this. Yeah, it's after the size. So right here. So we're gonna go to the hotbar update event on the client, right? Then I'm gonna set up the function. I'm gonna say player.character.is running. Remember, this event will be 5 when the player has pretty much loaded into the game. So that is running dot changed connect function. So we'll know if the player either started running or stopped running. This is to control the sound effects, because obviously we want to play the walking / running sound effects on the client side, not the server side. It would make sense for like one person to walk while everyone else is standing still, and yet everyone can hear them walking. Like, you know, like if I'm saying if like you're standing far away from them. So we're gonna say if status. Oh, sorry, I forgot. We're gonna put status in the parentheses. So this is, you know, how we know what they're doing, if they're running or they stopped running. So we're gonna say if status is equal to true, which means they are running. If they are running, we're gonna say ss.footsteps play. Remember, make sure that the sound is looped and make sure it's not too loud. Then we're gonna say else if status is equal to false, which means they're no longer running. We're gonna say ss.footsteps stop, right? And then boom. That's it for that function. And then the great thing is that's literally it for, oh, sorry, that's not it. We have one more thing. I wait, I feel like do I want to cover this? Because would it really make sense to, okay, I was gonna cover cooldowns, but then I'm like, I didn't cover that part with this. Yeah, I'm gonna do the skills revamp with the cooldowns. Yeah, I'm gonna do that in another video stuff. So I'll save that. I was planning to do that, but yeah, I'll save that. So we can actually move on, since I'm not gonna cover that. We're gonna move on to the server script. Wait, do y'all see what's going on here? Oh, okay, it was just glitch. I was so confused. I'm like, why is it showing me like a on client even though we're on a server script? But anyway, so we're gonna go to the server script, right? So for this, we're going to line 40, so we're gonna scroll up a little bit. So right here, you guys remember this whole thing with the IDs and everything. So it came to my attention when I was making the Battlegrounds game for the video and stuff, that in games, every character has like their own, or not every character, let me phrase that. Every Battlegrounds game has their own custom walk animation. Like no one has like the default Roblox walking around, or at least most don't, I should say. So obviously each character would have its own, right? Obviously some weapon characters might have like a different idle animation and maybe a different run animation, but generally speaking, that they should all have like, you know, the same thing. But we're gonna go based off of the character. Hence why that's why we have an animation folder where you actually put the animations into each character, right? So what I'm gonna do is, right, we're going to change this. We're not just going to set animation just because a player has a weapon. We're also going to set animations. We're changing the default animations to match anything they have, because everyone should have their own custom animation and stuff. So even if you want to keep the Roblox default one, I wouldn't really understand why you'd want to. But even if you wanted to, all you would have to do is just get the Roblox default animation from just by pressing play, go to the animate script, and then just get that ID and just paste it in there for the walk. And where is it? Yeah, walk. And look, I'm missing. Aren't I missing run? I just realized I'm missing run. Or, oh wait, no, I only need walk, yeah. But the point is, yeah, you would get that for the walking one. Yeah, I just need walk and idle. So yeah, so here's what we're gonna do, right? I'm trying to remember, what did I do with the if statement? Because it was, oh, okay, I remember now. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna copy and paste this, right? We're gonna copy and paste this part, right? And then you're gonna delete it. So select the Control-C. You're gonna go in between the for IV and pairs loop and the if statement. Then you're gonna paste it, right? So it's gonna be on the outside, right? You're gonna paste it, and then you're not changing any of this though, because it's still just gonna set the ID based. It's gonna set their animations based off of whatever their character ID has in the animation folder. We're then gonna create a function. We're gonna say player, the character, since we just created a new character, dot humanoid dot running. I didn't even realize this function existed. I'm kind of mad. Actually, no, I knew this function existed before, but it never occurred to me to actually like use it. I don't think I've used this before. So we're gonna say running connect function close parentheses enter. What you're gonna say is if I keep forgetting to put in the parentheses. In the parentheses, you're gonna put speed. It's gonna have whatever the player speed is. So you're gonna say if speed is greater than 0, which means they're obviously running. You're gonna set the value. So player dot character that is running, that value is equal to true. I decided to do it like this instead of having like this function fire to the client, because I feel like that would be too much. Like firing a remote event every time a player walks would be kind of crazy in my opinion. So I'm just gonna say else, right? I'm gonna say else, and then this means that they stopped running. So just the opposite. So player character dot is running, that value is equal to false, right? That's simple. We're done with that function. Then I have the player dot character added function, which I'm literally just gonna do this, right? I'm trying to think. What did I do for this? Oh, okay, so I left this the same. Okay, so I'm actually gonna copy this function, right? We're gonna copy this function. So line 65 to 76 may be a little different for y'all, because considering spacing. So you're just gonna paste that right between the if statement and the function we just made, right? So you're gonna paste this, boom. You're gonna delete the if statement. We don't need that. We don't need the remote event portion nor the weapon portion. This is simply just for fixing. This is simply just for fixing or not fixing, setting animations. So you're just going to set the animations, right? Then after that, we get into the if statement. So I don't believe I made too many changes with the if statement. So with the player.character added function, we left, or I left the if statement. We have the core events. I removed the weapon portion. Yeah, oh yeah, I did remove the weapon portion. That was just because I didn't have a character that had a weapon and stuff, so I just left, I kind of left it down here. So we could delete this and stuff. Sorry if I'm not really making sense. I'm kind of like remembering as I go, because it's like I added stuff and I changed things from what I originally had before, like all the stuff we've all worked on and stuff. So you guys can leave the weapon stuff, all that stuff, the weapon 2, and then we just left the core event, and then boom, just like that. We are done with that portion. So that was really the most confusing part. Now we actually get into creating new stuff. Editing stuff is where things get confusing. Now we're going to get into a new event, which is the dash event. This is going to be a lot to type in my opinion. Oh, so let me make sure I get the right one. So right here. So we're looking for the event type ultimate, right? Enter. Else if event type is equal to quotation marks dash. Let me just double check real quick. I'm good. Thanks for already at 15. Well, actually, no, I don't think this video will be too long. Yeah, I don't think this video will be too long, but anyway. So I'm going to create a variable, right? I'm going to say it's going to be called local combat status table is equal to special brackets and quotation marks. You're going to have cutscene, comma, quotation marks, attacked, comma, quotation marks, attacking. So I'm introducing the combat status system. If you watch that video, you'll pretty much understand how this is. So combat status system and stuff, right? Brief explanation. You guys know when you're playing a Battlegrounds game, how depending on what you're doing will depend on whether or not you can be attacked and stuff. So for example, if you're punching somebody, right? Somebody can come over and interrupt that. Like they can start punching you and stuff. Like if their friend saw them getting hit, they could come over and punch you. However, if you did like an attack where like you were throwing like rapid punches, like a rapid barrage or something like that, they couldn't interrupt your attack. Or like if you were, I don't know, using a domain expansion or something, people can come up and just, hit you. That's what a combat status system is for. So in here, you guys will put whatever statuses you guys are gonna have. We're gonna add the status system in the future, but this is the statuses that you would have that you wouldn't want to interrupt and stuff. What that means is like if I'm attacking somebody, if I'm in a cutscene, or if I'm being attacked, I shouldn't be able to dash around. So that's why we're checking. That's why this table is created. That's what we're gonna say. If table that find combat status table, comma, and then you're gonna say character that combat status that value enter return, right? Simply we shouldn't be allowed to dash if that's the case. So now for the dash system. So first, let's create a variable for the dash direction. So that was sent to us via the client side. So dash direction is equal to argument number 1, right? Then let's create a variable for the attachment. So local attachment is equal to instance.new attachment, comma, and then I'm gonna say character.humanoid root part enter. Then create the linear velocity is equal to instance.new quotation marks. Of course, we have linear velocity. Parent this to the attachment, and then we're gonna create the part. So local part is equal to instance.new quotation marks part. And then of course we're going to parent set part to the workspace. Has some properties for the part. So of course, part going to be anchored. Of course, transparency will be set to 1, and lastly, can collide is set to false. We don't even want players to know it's there. It exists. Then I'm going to create a variable but not assign it a value. It's going to be called multiplier, right? So the multiplier value will be based on whatever direction that the player is trying to dash towards, right? So I'm going to set up an if statement that it's going to check what direction they're trying to go in based off, what we sent, what keybind they pressed, and then based off that direction, it's going to assign the part a C frame, and that's how I'll know what direction we need to send the player in. So I'm going to say if dash direction is equal to W, which means trying to go forward, so quotation marks W, enter, right? What you're going to say is multiplier, multiplier, right? Is equal to cframe dot new in parentheses -1 comma -1 comma -20, because that's how we go forward. You guys can mess around with these numbers, by the way, to get your desired result. If you want them to go back further, if you want them to move, or sorry, I should say move further, because this is not back. If you want them to move, further, move, I don't know, not as far and stuff, you guys can play around with these numbers. So for this in particular if statement, we're going to add a delay. For the other three, for the else if statements, we're not going to do this. This is simply because W is special, because when you try to dash while going forward, we're gonna have a hit where, like, you're able to hit someone, stuff like you dash going forward and you're able to punch someone, right? So simply just gonna say delay 0.5 seconds function. You're gonna create a function, and then we're gonna go here, enter, right? And then I'm gonna say combat module dot front dash. We obviously haven't created this yet, so you're then just gonna say parentheses and then send over the player, right? And then we're gonna create that function module script when we're done here. Then I'm gonna set up the else if statement. So else if dash direction is equal to, for this one it'll be A, which means it's gonna go to the left. So enter, and then you'll do the same thing. We could really just copy and paste Control C, Control V, and then wait, I'm kind of confused. Oh, I just realized. Oh, my bad. Okay, here. So if you guys realize my mistake, I did that by mistake. Didn't mean to do that. I pressed enter the wrong place. So boom, there we go. Okay. So we have the multiplier right here, right? So then I'm just gonna copy and paste this. So Control C, Control V, and Control V, and then just know we do have to change this. So this is of course S and D, and then we gotta change the values. So for this, for A, it's a -20, then -1, -1. For D is the opposite of D is literally the opposite of A, so it's just +20, and then -1, -1, and then for this one is +20. Oh, not 120, +20, -1, and -1, and then we're done there. So we're gonna go after this if statement. Then we're gonna create the animation track so that we have a dash animation. So local AT is equal to character dot humanoid dot animator load animation. In parentheses, you're going to say animation folder, right? You're gonna say regular bracket player dot current character dot value, so you can get the specific dash animations for that specific character. So if you want them all to have the same, then literally just duplicate all the animations and just put them into each character folder. Like, that's all you would have to do. So dot value, and then you're going to create another regular bracket, so then we can search this specific animation folder, and you're going to simply just say you're searching for dash direction. That's why naming is important. Dot quotation marks dash direction, because you guys see the naming thing. We have the dash direction, then the two words dash. Oh, sorry, not dash direction. Sorry, dash direction. We have the dash direction, then dash animation. I'm glad I caught that. But yeah, dash animation, right? And then after, of course, we're going to play the animation track. So play. And then, of course, we're going to play the dash sound effect. So ss.dash play, right? Then I'm gonna set the part C frame. So part dot C frame is equal to character. It'll obviously be based off the character's humanoid root part C frame. So character dot humanoid root part dot C frame times the multiplier, right? Then after that, we're gonna set some properties with the linear velocity, and we're almost done. We're gonna say linear velocity dot max force. You guys already know the drill. Is equal to 5 nines 1 2 3 4 5. Then linear velocity dot vector velocity equal to, in parentheses, you're going to say part dot position minus character dot humanoid root part dot position, go on the outside of the parentheses dot unit. Then you're going to say times vector 3 dot new 100 comma 0 comma 100, right? Then after, you're going to say linear velocity attachment 0 is equal to attachment, right? And then lastly, you're going to say ds. Oh, sorry. Lastly, you're going to say ds. Oh, I forgot to do that. We actually need to get the debris service. So you're going to scroll all the way to the top, and then just like we got the marketplace service and the sound service, we're going to get the debris service. So local ds is equal to game get service, quotation marks debris. I really don't think this is a service because it doesn't have the word, service. I've just been calling it that for a long time, but we're just going to stick with that. So then, where is it? Oh, here. So I'm gonna say right here, ds add item. You're gonna throw the attachment in there, and then of course it's gonna be after 0.1 second, 0.1 seconds, right? And then after that, we're gonna throw an else if there. We're gonna say else if event type. We're moving on to the next event. This is for blocking. So blocking, in my opinion, it's way simpler. Like it's very simple. So we're gonna create a variable for the block type, of course. So if either it's starting or ending. So arg1 is equal to arg1. Then you're going to say comment module. We're going to create this function when we move on to the module script. So you're going to say dot block. Then in parentheses, you're sending over the player and of course the block type. So the module script knows what to do with the information we just sent over, right? And then boom, great news. That's it for the server script. Now just to move on to the local script. The module script to handle the forward dashing and to handle the forward dashing and what was the other thing? It is so weird seeing it like this in the actual video. This was like it's like 700 lines of code. Anyway, we're gonna add a function for forward dashing and blocking, and then we'll be done. The next video will probably cover the cooldown system, so the revamped skill system, and then probably the revamped M1 system. Well, it's not really that different, but it's a little different. But yeah, so I'm gonna add a function. I'm gonna go between the M1 function and the first character function. So creating the first one, this is gonna be the front dash. So we're gonna say combat module dot front dash. That is what I called on, right? Let me see. Okay, yeah. So the front dash is equal to function in parentheses by PLR, which is short for the player, or not PLR, sorry, player. I actually used player for this one. So yeah, then press enter. We're going to create a variable for the player's character, of course. So character is equal to player.character, right? Then I'm going to say ss.m1. So you're going to find your m1 sound effect and stuff, right? So I just realized we didn't. Oh, what's that swing? Oh, this is supposed to be m1. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. So I'm gonna rename this to, you guys don't have to do this, but you can. But yeah, I would rename this to m1 and stuff. So I'll just change that there. I actually forgot to do that, but yeah. So I'm just gonna say ss.m1, or you could leave it the same name. You don't have to change it. But yeah, just reference whatever your m1 sound is. Play that sound, and you're gonna set the character's combat status. Here's where the combat status system comes into play. But again, we're really setting it up like in the next video. So a combat status dot value is equal to attacking, in quotation marks attacking. It's very important that you make sure you spell it like, the same every time. Like don't do like lowercase a sometimes, capital A other times. Like it's important because you need it to match. But yeah, so we'll be doing the attacking because technically, you're dashing forward and you're throwing the punch. Then we're gonna use raycasting to, of course, see if there's an enemy in front of us. So we're gonna create a variable for the local start position. So it's equal to character dot humanoid root part dot hitbox dot position. Then as for the direction, we're gonna say local direction is equal to character dot humanoid root part dot hitbox dot c-frame dot look vector. Then create a variable for the raycast parameters. So raycast params is equal to raycast params dot new, close parentheses, enter. Raycast params dot filter type is equal to enum dot raycast filter type dot exclude. Raycast params dot filter descendants instances is equal to special brackets character. Then you're gonna say get descendants, close parentheses, right? Then after that, you're gonna set up the array. Local array is equal to workspace raycast, right? Throw the start position in there. So start position, comma direction, and raycast params. For the first time, I'm actually not forgetting. So for direction, remember we got to multiply it by something. So this, I recommend doing a pretty big number. Because remember, you're not looking for, it's not like normal where like you guys see how up here we have it just times 5. Times 5, the reason is because when you're doing M1, you obviously are looking for someone standing like right in front of you. This, we're looking for someone that's actually standing, like a good distance in front of us. So since we are dashing, we are moving towards them, and then okay, I'm good. So I'm gonna set an if statement. So first, it's a long one. So if ray, make sure of course the ray, the ray works and everything, like the ray was fired, I should say. So if ray and ray.instance, which means made contact with an instance, an object of sorts, then ray.instance.name is equal to quotation marks hitbox. So it made contact with somebody's hitbox. And lastly, ray.instance.parent.parent.combat status, because remember the combat status the value is what's it called? It's inside of the player's character, right? So we're gonna say that value is equal to just quotation marks. So they're not being attacked, they're not attacking, and they're not in no type of cutscene or anything. Then create a variable for the enemy character. So enemy character, same thing as what we just did. You can really copy and paste this. So go all the way up to the second parent, Control C, Enter, Control V. Boom, right? That's our enemy character. Then we're gonna set the enemy character's combat status value to combat status dot value is equal to attacked, because they're being attacked. Then I'm gonna set up a for IV impairs loop. This is to show, this is a damage effect. If you don't want to include damage effect, like their body's gonna be red for a second. On top of flinch animation, you can skip this if you want. But yeah, I'm gonna say for comma v impairs, right? I'm gonna say enemy character gets children, enter, right? So yeah, and yeah, that's the right one. So enemy character, we should do enemy character and not regular character. You're gonna say if v is a mesh part. If your game is just R15, then you could just do mesh part. If it's just R6, then you could do regular part. But yeah, I'm gonna just do it for the sake of the video. I'm gonna just do mesh part and regular part. It's just to account for both. So if v is mesh part or is a regular part, right? Press. Wait, yeah, that was yeah. And then if v find first child. Highlight, if it finds a highlight, it's going to destroy it and stuff, just to be on the safe side, so that we don't have like too many highlights at one time and stuff. So like if someone was to dash, hit a person, then another person dashed at like the same time, and they hit them, like, or like if they were to do it, like someone wants to do it like a second after someone else. So yeah, once we destroy it, we're then going to create a new one. So local highlight is equal to instance that new quotation marks highlight. You're going to parent this to whatever body part, so v. And you're going to say highlight dot adorny is equal to v. Highlight dot fill color is of course equal to red, so color 3 dot new 1 comma 0 comma 0. Right, moving on, we're going to say highlight dot fill transparency is equal to 0.5, so you can still see the player's body. Then highlight that outline color. I believe I left this as white, so color 3 dot new 255 across the board. So boom, boom. So outline color is white. And then you're going to skip 2 ends to go after the for IV impairs loop. And then you're going to set up the animation track for the enemy to flinch. So you can really just save yourself some time and just copy and paste the AT part. So go up here, copy and paste this AT part. So, oh, we could also add this while we're here one time. We could just say dot animator, because that's, that's what we're supposed to do now. So you could just copy that, Control C, scroll down, Control V, right? So this is the enemy AT, so you could just rename this to enemy AT. Control C, Control V. Definitely make sure you switch this out. So this is enemy character now. Humanoid animator. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna switch this from player.current character to enemy.current character. Yeah, enemy character.current character, yes. And then here we have the, oh yeah, I forgot, we don't need all that. We're looking for, so you could delete the M1 portion, because obviously we're not looking for an M1. What we are looking for is the flinch animation. So it should just be, you don't even need the brackets, you could just say dot flinch stuff, right? Once we find the specific, enemy characters folder, then it's just we're looking for anything called flinch, right? And then after that, I'm going to play the hit sound and stuff. I don't think I didn't transfer that. We'll just go to, so here, we're just gonna find one. So you're gonna go to the toolbox, find a hit sound. Like, yeah, there we go, perfect. So I think that's actually the sound. So you're just gonna go find a hit sound. Like literally, when I find sounds, it's that simple. That's all you guys gotta do to find one. So I'm gonna just put M1 and in parentheses put hit, right? parent this to the sound service, and then yeah, we're just gonna go ss.m1 hit play, right? And then we're gonna say enemy character. We're gonna reduce their health, and humanoid that health. Obviously, this isn't supposed to do too much damage. I'm gonna say less than equal to 5. Take away 5 of their health. Then we're gonna set up. We're gonna set up, or I mean, yeah, we can set this up because kills. I did set up kills. Hold on, let me see. I did set up. We set up kills. So we go ahead and do it like this. Okay. So we're gonna say if enemy character. We're gonna see if they're dead. So that humanoid dot health is less than 0. So if they're dead, we're gonna say player dot leader stats dot kills dot value is plus equal to 1, and then we're gonna set their thing. We're gonna set their status, the enemy character status. So enemy character dot combat status dot value is equal to, in quotation marks, dead. So because obviously we wouldn't want an enemy in it. Like, even though for my game they respawn instantly, most Battleground games they usually just they let you sit there on the ground for a few seconds before you respawn. You obviously wouldn't want them to be able to use abilities while they're supposedly supposed to be dead, right? So then I'm gonna set up a 4IV in pairs. So I want to say I'm honestly wondering if it's worth. I mean, yeah, we could copy and paste the 4IV and paste it up here. Control C, Control V, but we really don't need most of it. Like, you can delete the if statement. We don't need that. As for this, you're just gonna say you're setting the highlights variables value is equal to v dot highlight, and then after that, literally we're just setting up a tween and then using the debris server. So we could just destroy all this, and then we can set the tween. So local highlight tween, right, is equal to t. Oh, did I not get the tween? Okay, we also got to get the tween service. I forgot to mention. Let's go ahead and get that up here. So local ts is equal to game service tween service. Boom, just add that right under the sound service. Simple as that. Then we're gonna come down here. We're gonna say ts create. Obviously, the instance is going to be the highlights, comma for the duration. I went with 0.3 seconds, but it's up to you guys. So 0.3 seconds, comma enum dot easing style dot linear, then comma enum dot easing direction, and then in, right, and then I'm going to, of course, put a wait. I just realized I'm doing this wrong. Bro. I forgot the tween info. Okay, so you're just gonna go before the duration. Say tween info. I'm sorry guys, it's 1 in the morning, but anyway, tween info dot new, right? And then you're just gonna literally just gonna copy and paste what we did. We did it right, just we forgot to put it inside of inside of the tween info. Then put a comma in between the parentheses, alright? And then we're simply just gonna create a table. So special brackets, and then I'm gonna set the transparency. So fill transparency is equal to 1, and outline transparency is equal to 1. All right, and then boom. After that, we're going to play said tween, highlight tween, play, and then use the debris service to destroy the. And I didn't get that either. Are you kidding me? Dang, I didn't get a lot of stuff. Well, great thing, we can head on over to the server, the server version of the core script. Copy and paste the ds variable, drop it at the top, and then now we can just use it. So ds add item, right, highlight and destroy it after 1 second, right, and then we're going to, after the ds, after we destroy it, we're going to skip 2 ends, and then we're going to set the enemy character's combat status back to normal. So combat status that value is set to just blank quotation marks, and then I'm gonna fire the remote event core event fire server in quotation marks. We're gonna fire it to the player first, and then ultimate bar because they hit them. So we want the ultimate bar to increase, right? Then we're gonna skip one of the ends, and then I'm gonna set up a delay function. So 1 second function, close parentheses, enter, and then you're just gonna set the character's combat status back to normal. So combat status value is set to nothing, just like we did with the enemy character. And then just like that, guys, we are almost done. It's just all like the front dash was really just a long thing. Now we just set up blocking, and I promise blocking is, how many lines is this? 161, 2. It's literally 20 lines. It's literally 20 lines of code. This will be simple. So we'll set up the function. So we're gonna go after. Make sure you are out of the front dash function. We're going to say combat module dot block is equal to function in parentheses, put player comma block, type enter. So you're going to create a variable for the player's character, of course. Character is equal to player dot character, You already know, same thing with the if statement. So if table.find, we also got to create this. We got to create it at the top, or really just copy and paste. So go find that combat status table that we had created on the server script, or was it the local script? I honestly can't recall. Wait, where did I just realized, where did I put that? Y'all remember the combat status table we created? Where did we put that? I'm trying to recall. Where did we put that? Where did I combat status? Yeah, where did I put that? Oh, yeah, I put it here. Oh, okay. So for the combat status table, we have it here, right? So in all honesty, actually, what you guys could actually do, you could really copy this, right? Copy this, and this is actually probably better and stuff, honestly. Better thing to probably do would be to just create it at the top of the script, because there's no reason to create it every single time, because then like it's just a waste and stuff, even though it's not really doing that much. But yeah, so go over here to the module script, paste it at the top, boom. We have our combat status table. Then we're just gonna check to see where is it there. So if table find, again, I apologize for being all over the place. I was trying to find what I changed, and I didn't keep track of it because it was I literally added like an additional 1,000 lines, so I wasn't able to keep track of everything I changed. So if table find combat status table, comma character combat status value, right? And then you're gonna say and character combat status value is nil equal to block, enter, then return, right? It's obviously what's it called? Oh, I forgot a quotation mark. So obviously you wouldn't want someone to try to block while like they're already blocking. Then we're missing an end right here, so I'm gonna throw the end right there and then delete that. So we're missing end. We're missing the then and the end. So yeah. So then after the if statement, right, you're then going to create a variable for the animation track. We're not going to set its value yet, because its value is going to be obviously, based off of, or not based off. It's going, well, yeah, it's actually going to be based off of if we're starting, we're creating an animation track, right? And we also need to set up a function so that we can stop the animation if need be. So what I'm gonna say is, wait, if block type is equal to end the character. I just realized, why didn't I? Oh, yeah, never mind. I get it. That makes sense now. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Right, I'm gonna say set up an if statement. So if block type is equal, I was thinking of like doing it a different way, and then I remembered why I didn't do it like that. So if block type is equal to start, right, I'm gonna say character combat status value is equal to block. They're not blocking, right? So then we're gonna set the value. We're gonna set the animation text value. So at is equal to, you guys already know, blah blah blah. Character humanoid animator load animation parentheses. And then you're gonna say, animation folder regular bracket player current character value, go after the regular brackets. Then you're gonna get the block animation, which you should have inside of your animation folder. Then after that, you're gonna say at play, right? Make sure it's an idle animation and not like an action animation. So then after that, you're gonna set up a function. You're gonna say character combat status changed connect, in parentheses put function, enter, right, close parentheses. Then you're gonna stop the animation track. The reason for this is that the only reason that this animation will be playing is if the value is equal to block. So if it changes, which means it's no longer block, then the animation needs to stop, because that means the player is no longer blocking. And then literally, guys, the last thing we have to do is the last thing. Just type else if afterwards. That's if block type is equal to quotation marks end, enter. All you're gonna do is say character combat status value is equal to blank quotation marks, and then that is it, guys. We can go ahead and test to make sure this works. As always, if you guys want access to any one of my scripts models, you guys can become either a channel member or a Discord subscriber. Link to either one of those options can be found in the description, as always, and stuff. So is running is not. Does it not exist? I'm so stupid. I just realized that value was created on the leader stat script. I thought I didn't. Okay, well, now we're gonna just. I'm sorry again, guys. I apologize, but yeah, I had forgotten that. Of course, I didn't obviously have that before. So you could copy and paste any one of these. So Control C, Control V. Rename it to is running. I forgot that is a whole leader stack. Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V. It's not really a biggie. Oh, sorry. This is so for the value is actually supposed to be by default false. It's supposed to be a bool value. Parent it to the not the players, but parent it to the player's character. Oh yeah, here. Okay. So copy that right here. It's supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be just like how the combat status and attack number values work, and then parent this to the character. This is exactly how it's supposed to be, just like this. So yeah. We're gonna parent that is running false. Okay, so now let's see. Okay. Right, so you guys see when I walk, I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's low, but I feel like you guys can hear that. When I walk, you hear the sound. When I stop, okay. Now for dashing, humanoid. Okay, so make sure you guys spelled everything correctly. Again, I type fast. Plus, I try to go as quick as possible while I was explaining. So just make sure you spelled humanoid correctly on that line. Let's see. Animate and okay, seems I made a couple mistakes. Okay, so back to the server script. There's no way that is the same line. There's no way it's the same line. Okay, so we're getting closer. There we go. So obviously the animations are obviously for it, like a person that doesn't have a weapon. It's for a non-weapon character, but you guys see. I can dash forward back to the expected god number. Expected god number. Wait, huh? Multiplier is equal to C frame vector expected god number. Wait, I'm confused. That was supposed to be yeah, C frame. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. C frame dot new 20 -1 multiplier is equal to, and then that C frame times multiplier. What? I'm confused now. Invalid argument. Number one. Oh, I see the issue. I see the issue. Okay. That's my bad. Again, it's all just simple issues. There's supposed to be a comma here. I must have accidentally deleted the comma. I didn't realize. Okay. Now, this is why testing is important. Okay, we have our forward. And then obviously I'm on cooldown. Boom. Let's see. I can dash to the right. Dash to the left. And dash backwards. Okay, perfect. Dash system works, right? Then we have blocking. So if I press F, stuff again, the animation is meant for a person without a weapon, but you guys see I can block if I go open my character. You guys will see the combat status switches to block. Stuff when I block and stuff, and then when I dash forward, you guys saw how it changed to attacking. The last thing would be to just test to make sure that the front dash does damage. Wait, do these rigs have? They have combat status. Okay, they have combat status, and then hopefully, in a god, they have a. Dang, they don't have hitboxes. I mean, I can just add them, but they don't have hitboxes for real. That means I have to add them, and this is kind of, yeah, it's kind of annoying to have to add it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to add hitboxes. So if your NPCs don't have hitboxes and you want to see how to do it, I've shown it a couple times, but here. So you're just gonna play the game. You're gonna go find the hitbox inside the humanoid root part, copy it, stop testing, find the NPC, right? So find it, open up its humanoid root part, and then you want to just paste it into. So right click, paste into, boom. You have the hitbox. Now obviously set it to transparent so you can see, because obviously it's probably going to come out like this. You're going to have to move it. So for some odd reason it's at an angle. Is that like this weird angle? I don't know what's going on here. Okay, yeah, let me just reset it back to that. And then now all I have to do is literally it's positioned perfectly. All I have to do is just move it down a little now. So boom, there we go. And now one of my NPCs has a hitbox, right? Perfect. So you'll probably have to adjust it for each one if we plan to put a hitbox on different ones. Okay, so I think it was this one, or yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember. Let me see. It's only 3, so okay, so I know it's not that one. And then what about this one? Okay, so it's this one. All right, so this one. So let's go ahead and test and make sure it works. Okay, so let's see if I dash. How strange. Nothing is happening. Let's see. It's this one, right? Yep, it's this one. It has a... Wait, huh? Oh, this is the wrong one. I might be a little stupid. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, hold on. Okay, I meant the dash forward. Hold on. Still not working. This is the right one. Wait. Guys, am I? I know I'm not tripping. I know. Oh, are y'all seeing this right now? Where did the hitbox go? Oh, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I forgot. I forgot. I didn't weld the hitbox. I didn't. I forgot. It's not welded to the human root part. That's why. I'm like, am I tripping? Now I know the hitbox was literally falling off. That's the problem. Okay, so I believe it was this one in the back. I think, or was this one in the front? I really don't remember. There we go. Okay, this one. Okay, current character. Enemy character dot current character. Oh, I just realized that is actually dumb. I just thought about it. Okay, so obviously it's an NPC and it obviously doesn't have an actual player value, but I just realized how stupid I am actually. The current character, that value is, I believe that the current character, yeah, that's paired to the player. So here's what we're gonna do to fix that. We're just gonna create the enemy instance. So we're just gonna say enemy player, create a variable. We're gonna say is equal to game.players, find first child, enemy character dot name. That simple. And then you're just going to replace the enemy character for enemy player. That simple. Now obviously it's not going to work. Like this will not work because there is no enemy. There is no enemy what's it called? There's no enemy player for this NPC. So what we're going to do to fix this is, or just to test, we're going to use our player instance, like our regular player's instance. So let me go find. There we go. You guys saw. So boom, you got how you turn red for a second, took damage, flinch animation, boom. There we go. What is this with this? Fire server can be, oh my bad. Sorry. Not fire server, fire client. My bad guys. Like I said. Tired and this is just a lot. Anyway, so we're done here guys and stuff. As you guys can see, we've got the block system and the movement system. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry for it being so long. Hope you guys have been enjoying. If you haven't checked out the I Made a Battlegrounds video, definitely go check it out. Cool video. Lots of people showing love to it. Thank you all so much for all that. We're on the way to 11K. I appreciate all the love and support you guys been showing the channel. I'll definitely continue the Battleground series. I feel like it's kind of wrapping up because, I mean, there's still a lot left to do, but it's really just like small things like a, emote purchasing system and stuff like that. But yeah. So if you guys enjoyed the video, find any bugs, let me know in the comments. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Yo, switch on today's video. We got how to make a Battlegrounds game. Pretty sure this is part 8 and stuff. So we're honestly wrapping stuff up. If you have suggestions, you could drop them in the description, in the comments. But honestly, I'm pretty sure this is like we're wrapping up everything with the Battlegrounds game. Like aside from like improvements to things, I don't really think there's much more else to add after this. And like the matchmaking system, the emo. Oh yeah, then there's the emo system. But yeah. But let's go ahead and get straight into it. Okay, so for this, we're going to be adding in the winter weakest dummy and stuff. So, like the dummy respawns and it displays their health. And then also going to be making improvements to the M1 system and stuff. And then the last thing is just making improvements to the skill system. Yeah. And that's literally just it for the video. So pretty sure everybody already has their rig or NPC, whatever you want to call it, in the what's it called, in the workspace and stuff. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is we are going to rename it and stuff. Well, it's optional, you don't have to, but I'd recommend renaming all three of them, all three NPCs, to weakest dummy, right? So weakest dummy, and then you're gonna head on over to the server script. Scroll all the way to the bottom. This is literally the only thing we're doing on the server script, and then we're gonna move to the module script when we're done. So I'm gonna say function dummy, or we can say respawn dummy, and then close parentheses, enter. You're then gonna use a for I v in pairs loop. So for I comma v in pairs, workspace, workspace get children, enter. You're gonna say if v.name is equal to, in quotation marks, weakest dummy, enter, right? Then you're going to say v.humanoid.health changed, connect, in parentheses put function, close parentheses, enter. You're then going to say v.head.health GUI, which is what we're about to create, .health text label, I do not know how to spell. Text is equal to v dot humanoid dot health dot 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 in quotation marks, but parentheses. I mean, sorry, parentheses, number. Wait, what is it called? Sorry, percentage sign. I forgot what this is called. And then I'm thinking, do I need a round? I might need a round. Cause I know. Let's do this actually. Oh, it's supposed to be a lowercase e, but yeah, let's do this as well. Okay, let's do math dot round. You're gonna put math dot round and then throw the v dot humanoid health portion. So Control C, Control V, and then boom, we'll have it like that. So it'll round it. And then after, we're gonna create our second function here. I'm gonna say v dot humanoid dot died connect function close parentheses enter. You're gonna say local dummy clone is equal to game dot server storage. You should have, oh sorry, well if you don't, I should say, then you're just gonna duplicate the weakest dummy. You're gonna duplicate it, throw it into server storage, and then yeah, that's where it'll be. Before we continue there, I guess we'll go ahead and take care of the health bar and stuff. So we're gonna insert a billboard GUI. Right. I honestly have no idea. Yeah, I don't remember the properties or anything, so we're just gonna have to hope for the best. So for this, I guess I'll try setting the stud offset. So let me set this to like, yeah, like 5 and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, I do not remember because I'm thinking like, yeah, I don't remember how to get it. So it's like it doesn't. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see. Okay, here. I think if we just do set this to 0, 0. No, that looks pretty much the same. Weird. Yeah, not gonna lie. Yeah, I really don't remember. Yeah, I honestly do not remember how it was. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I need to put it inside. Yeah, it definitely needs to be inside the head, and then I need to set the adorning the head as well. And then I think from there it'll be. Yeah, from there, yeah, it looks. But no, because like it still is like. Yeah, it's still like outward. Yeah, I'm honestly not sure. I honestly don't remember what exactly I did to get it so that it's just straight, but we'll just leave it like this. This is fine as is and stuff. You can go watch my other video, how to make a weakest dummy if you want to see the specific properties. But yeah, so we're just gonna rename this to health GUI, right? Health GUI. Then this is going to be health text label, right? Boom, and then you're just gonna, set bold, rich text, scale text by default. It should say health colon, and then obviously, they start off with 100. So we'll do that, and then we could, I think we could leave the font, yeah, or not the font. Sorry, we could leave the color as black, and then I'm gonna set the text stroke color to be white. Text stroke transparency, set that to 0. Definitely want to change up the font. I don't remember what I went with before. Maybe it was yes or no, not that. Was it this? I think it was something like that. And then once we're done, we could just set the background transparency equal to 1. And then boom, we have our health setup. And then yeah, you can just go ahead and throw that inside of server storage. Or actually, hold on, before we do that, actually, let me see something. Let me check. Is this the one with the perfect? Okay, because I'm pretty sure all of them don't have hitboxes. So here's what I'm gonna do, right? Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna delete these other 2, right? And then I'm just gonna duplicate this, right? So I'm gonna just duplicate this so that we already have one in the workspace, and then throw this one into server storage. Boom, right? Now we can finish with the script. Okay, so weakest dummy clone, right? Then dummy clone pivot to workspace dot spawn location, and then you can just choose any one of the spawns you want. Spawn location dot c frame, and then dummy clone dot parent is equal to workspace, and then ds to the brief service add item b 3 seconds. So it's going to destroy the whatever dummy died and stuff. And then we're gonna just fire the we're just gonna fire the function again, and then you're gonna go on the outside and fire it. So this is so that like when the game starts up, it'll fire the function. That's what this is for. When they respawn, it'll just keep this function running on like an infinite loop. Then we can move on to the module script, right? So we can head on over and open up combat script, the module combat script. So we're not making changes to the front dash nor block. I just put them up so that we could easily scroll through. We are making changes to the M1 system, so I'm just gonna go through and then just like, I mean, I really want to say we can delete this stuff because this is like, it's not a lot. Like this is like 20 different things. So it's like, it's really not that much stuff. So I feel like we could really just delete stuff to save time. But then I don't know. Well, okay, here's what I'll do. I'll try my best to make so we can preserve things so that we don't have to spend too much time. Okay, so first step in if statement, you're gonna say if table dot find, remember the combat status table, comma character dot combat status dot value. We don't want players using or trying to use M1s if they're currently, you know, I don't know, in a cutscene getting attacked, whatever and stuff, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to look to see if their value, if their combat status value is inside the table. Press enter. If it is, then return. So we will not proceed. And then if it isn't, then we will proceed. And we're going to say character.combat status dot value is equal to in quotation marks attacking, right? And then we're going to have our animation track here and stuff, and then our sound effect there. And then I'm going to add an if statement in between the sound effect and the raycasting. So I'm gonna say if character dot attack status, we handle this on the server script just to double check. I'm pretty sure. I am so glad. All right, wait, or yeah, I'm so glad I checked this. I'm so glad I checked this actually. Okay, so here, right? So let's actually go back here, right? Let's go back here. So let's move to the server script, right? Let's go back to server script. Sorry, 1 second. So what we're gonna do is we're checking to see you know, is make sure the event is combat. We no longer need to check this because we checked this on the module script, right? And then this was creating delays, so we're not gonna change it there. We're just gonna fire, or not really fire. We're just gonna trigger, I should say, the M1 function on the combat module script. So we don't need any of that. We'll change all that stuff on the module script. So yeah, we'll leave that as that. Then we come back over here, and then I'm gonna say character that attack status value is less than, if it's less than 3, then we're going to set it to character attack status that value, we're going to say plus equal 1, right? So we're going to set it to increase, then throw an else. So else if character dot attack status dot value is equal to 3, then we're setting it back to 1. So character dot attack status dot value is equal to 1, right? So we're resetting it. And then after, y'all already know we have the raycasting, so hitbox opposition, C frame look vector, our raycast params, right? We can leave that. And then down here, what we're looking for is we're gonna change this. So we're gonna go here, and what we're gonna say, we can actually replace this, right? So what we're gonna say is ray dot instance dot name is equal to quotation marks hitbox. See if we made contact with a hitbox. And for this, all you're going to do is just add a parent. So dot parent, so 2 parents, right? Since we're making sure it intersects with a what's it called? Intersects with a I'm trying to think. Oh, intersects with a hitbox, yeah. And then we have our variable for the enemy character, which we need to update their status to attacked. We already done that. And then we can put some space here. Then we're going to create damage effects and stuff. So we're gonna make the enemy's body turn red and stuff. So I'm gonna say for I, comma v in pairs, right? Do I have I hope I have the flinch animation. I think I do. Yeah, I do. Perfect. Okay, I got all the animations. Perfect. Okay. So for I v in pairs, right? And then you're gonna get all the enemy character's children. So enemy character get children. Enter. You're gonna say if v is, oh my bad. If v is is a mesh part, or if you're R15 you can just do mesh part. If it's R6 then regular part, but I'm gonna just do both. So is a part or mesh part. Enter. Then what you're gonna say is you're gonna search to see if they have a highlight already, if they already have one created. If they do, we're gonna destroy it. So if you find first child highlight v destroy, then you're gonna go after you're gonna go after the if statement, and then you're gonna create the new highlight. You're gonna say local highlight is equal to instance.new in quotation marks. You're going to put highlight. You're going to parent this to whatever the body part instance is, so v. Then highlight.adorny is equal to v, right? then highlight dot fill color is equal to color 3 dot new. Of course, we want this to be red, so 1 comma 0 comma 0. Then highlight dot fill transparency is equal to 0.5, right? And then lastly, we're going to say highlight that outline color is equal to color 3 dot new. I went with white, so 255 comma 255 comma 255, right? And then we're done with that. Skip the two ends, right? And then we're going to set up an if statement. So you already know there's two outcomes. It's either, the first or the second punch, which is, there's no knockback. But on the third one, there's not, like, you're really getting knocked back, not just like any animation playing. So we're going to say if attack number is equal to 3. So this means that, they're supposed to get knocked back. So we're going to set up an animation track for the enemy. So let's go up here and copy and paste the AT. So Control C. Control V, rename this to enemy AT. Control C, Control V, change character to enemy character, right? And then I'm going to, I'm trying to think. And then I'm going to, oh yeah, animation folder. Do I want to do enemy? Nothing player.com because I don't really think it matters. Yeah, because I want to say it doesn't, I don't really think it matters, but let's be on the safe side here. So what I'll do is this. Okay, let me explain this for y'all, right? So for the knockback animation, I'm gonna assume, or not knockback, sorry, for the flinch animation, because that's what, or sorry, no, it is knockback, okay. So for the knockback animation, right, I'm gonna assume that your knockback animation is the same for all, all different characters. I wouldn't understand why it'd be different and stuff, so we're just gonna leave it at that. If it's different and stuff for each character, then you would need to actually create a variable for the enemy player and then set this to enemy player.currentCharacter.value and stuff. But since that doesn't matter for us, we can just throw a knockback animation inside of our character folder. So let me duplicate that and also throw that into the character 2 folder, even though I'm really just using character 1. So yeah, player.currentCharacter.value. And then I'm just looking for the knockback animation. So knockback, is it lowercase or is it lowercase b, or yeah, okay, lowercase b. So I'm gonna wait, what? Oh, my bad. I did not mean to do that. So I'm gonna say dot knockback, right? And then after, I'm going to play the sound effect. So ss.m1 hit, right? And then I'm gonna say play. So we're gonna play the M1 hit sound effect. And then here is where we're going to actually damage them. So Control C, copy that. Control V, paste that part right there. All right. Then we're gonna wait 3 seconds. So wait 0.3 seconds. Then we're gonna start setting up the knockback. So local, or actually, oh wait, I just remembered. We can actually go find the knockback somewhere. I know somewhere down here there's knockback. Yeah, the front dash. Let's go find that. Save ourselves some time. So we can go down. Damn, I just realized I could have copied and damn, I just realized we really could have copy and pasted some of this, but we can come back for this though. So for now, what I'm just looking for is the knockback. Wait, is there not knockback in the? Oh, I forgot. It is just the flinch. Oh yeah, it is just the flinch thing. Damn. Okay. There's no. Okay, yeah. Then I'm just gonna have to. Oh wait, no. Go to the service script. Go to the service script. Go down. Let's go find dashing. Perfect, right here. So we're just gonna have to copy and paste this in like different. Since it's like broken up, we're just gonna have to get the attachment and linear velocity. Control V, paste that, then come down here and get this portion down here. Control C and Control V, right? So for this, we don't need the part and stuff. So we're just gonna change that. So we have our attachment. Make sure you parent this to the enemy character. Linear velocity is parented to the attachment. Linear velocity, max force. This is obviously going to be character humanoid. This is going to be character.humanoid root part dot position minus enemy character humanoid root part dot position, right? Then for this changes to 0, 0, and -80 to get knocked back, right? Since we're not dashing forward, and then attachment, and then add it, and then perfect. Okay, now we can throw the else. So else, right? And then this is just we're just gonna do a flinch animation since they're just getting hit and not actually getting knocked back. So same thing applies. You would just copy and paste this portion right here. Control C, Control V, right? And then the only difference is you're just gonna change this to flinch. Once again, same thing applies. If you have all characters have the same flinch animation, but if it's different, then you create a variable for the enemy player. So yeah, so flinch, all that stuff, and then our health reduction there, and yeah, we're done with that. And then we're going to set up another if statement after this one. So go all the way on the outside, sorry, right there, not all the way. Yeah, after that if statement. So after that if statement, because we're just skipping one end, I'm gonna say if enemy character that humanoid that health. Oh, it's the same thing we did last video. Less than or equal to 0. Then we're just gonna say player dot leader stats that kills that value. We're just updating this plus equal 1, and then we can copy and paste this portion right here. Control C, Control V, and then set this to dead and stuff so that the enemies cannot use attacks or try to M1 whatever while they are dead. And then let me just double check. Okay, I'm good and stuff while they are dead, right? So then I think that was it for that part of the, yeah, that was it for that part. So then we can just get the for every pairs loop from down here. Let's go look for it right there. Okay, so line 135, I'm just gonna copy and paste this portion. Is the part where we're destroying the tween. So Control C or the highlights, and then wait, is it after the if statement? Yes, right after the if statement. So Control V, boom, and then for this, yep, enemy character, and then yeah, everything is literally the same. So 0.3, add that, and then we're going to return the enemy character's combat status to normal as soon as they're still alive. So enemy character dot combat value is equal to just blank quotation marks. So nothing. Then we'll fire their mode event for the ultimate bar, since the ultimate bar has moved up. And then after the end, we're gonna say task.wait 0.5 seconds, and then we're going to you could delete this function part, boom, but we leave this part because we're gonna set their value, set the character's combat status value back to normal, and then boom, just like that, we have updated our M1, and then now it's time for the skill update, and then that's it for the video. It's a pretty quick video. So here, we're just making some slight adjustments here. So no longer automatically playing the animation and sound. We of course need our character skill folder, and then our animations and sounds that'll be you're gonna retrieve that when it comes time to actually script the skills. I'm just gonna set up the basic framework for like receiving, like, okay, this is what skill we're gonna use and stuff, but via if statements. So create a variable for the player's character, because we need that of course. So player dot character, right? And then I'm gonna set up a long if statement. It's gonna say if player, right, regular bracket and quotation marks skill. That reminds me, did I do the okay. That's what I'm gonna do in the next video. Okay, I just realized we did not do this. Okay, so I'm gonna say player dot wait, skill, oh yeah, then skill number dot quotation marks cooldown. So I do want to clarify, this is going to give you an error because we have not done it. I'm going to do this in part 9. We're gonna handle cooldowns. I actually forgot we need to do this. We're gonna handle cooldowns in part 9. So what you could do is you could just comment out the line and stuff when we're done if you want to test abilities. I wouldn't understand why you'd want to so badly, but yeah, you could just save this part for after. But we do need this, but I'll do it, when it comes time. So I'm gonna say dot value is equal to true. So if the skill is on cooldown, obviously we don't want them to be able to use the same skill. So or table.find combat status table on the character dot combat status. So obviously if they're getting attacked or in the middle of using another skill, we don't want them to be able to use it either. So value, and then the same thing, enter, return, right? Then after, we're going to create a variable for the cooldown. So local cooldown is going to get the duration. So we're going to say skill folder dot cooldown dot value. So I'm pretty sure in the last video I talked about adding cooldowns here. Oh well, I didn't talk about that. Okay, so inside of your skill, right? Inside your skill, we don't even need the sounds in here because we're not playing the sounds from the skills. We're gonna play them from the sound service. But yeah, I'll get into that in the next video. So what you're gonna do is you will need your animation so you need every other asset. So we have our skill name. You're just gonna want to insert a number value into the skills, and then you're just gonna name it cooldown, right? And then you're just gonna set it to however many seconds you want. So you can just play with that as need be. So I'm gonna just Control D, Control D, Control D. I'm just put them into each one, each skill for character one, and then I'm just gonna set them to different things for each one. Obviously, you know, it depends on how broken the skill is and stuff for how long the cooldown should be, but that is all up to y'all. So we have that, and then based on the cooldown, we're gonna set the cooldown value for that specific skill equal to true, since they're now in progress of using the ability, so it's now time for it to be set on cooldown. So we're gonna say skill player regular bracket skill dot 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 skill number, same thing, dot 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 quotation marks cooldown, go on the outside, and I'm gonna say, oh sorry, on the outside, and then dot value is set to true, right? Then fire their mode event, core event, fire server, and quotation marks name of the event will be player, or sorry, not name of the event. First, we're gonna, sorry, not fire server, fire client, and then we're gonna fire it to the player, comma, and then the name of the event will be cooldown, and then of course you got to send over the cooldown duration as well as the skill number, so you know which number, like for the hotbar, y'all know how we have like four slots, and you know which one you're gonna display the cooldown on. And so like I said, we're setting up the cooldown system in the next video. And then we're gonna set up a delayed function. So the delay time would be however long the cooldown is meant to be. So then function, close parentheses, enter. And then once you're done, you can just copy and paste this, Control C, Control V, set it to false. And then boom. So we're done with that. And then lastly, the last thing we're gonna just do here is you're gonna set an if statement. You're gonna say if skill number is equal to 1, right? Oh, my bad. If skill number is equal to 1, and then you would just go from here, you know, space. Else if skill number is equal to 2, right? Else if skill number is equal to 3. Else if, you know, else if skill number is equal to 4. So here's how you would go about, and then you would just put all of your attack code in here and stuff, right? I'm not gonna show you how to make attacks. If you want to see examples and stuff, I have plenty of videos to show y'all. But yeah, let's go ahead and test to make sure everything works so far. As always, if you guys want access to any one of my scripts or models, you guys can become either a channel member or a Discord subscriber. Link to either one of those options can be found in the description. Okay, which highly recommend, by the way. But yeah, okay, so let's see that one. Okay, so attack status is not a valid member of character that attack status. What? If character, wait, is this supposed to be character or player? I honestly do not recall if it's supposed to be character or player. No, it's supposed to be, oh my bad, not attack status, my bad, I meant attack number. That's my fault. Yeah, I meant attack number. So Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V. Okay, so update that on line 24, 25. Let's see, so that's combat status. Yeah, I don't even think there is an attack status. Yeah, there's not. It's literally just combat status and attack number. Okay, so okay, so the M1s are working fine. Okay, so now let me go over to an NPC. Combat status is not a valid member of our enemy can respect combat status. Okay, so we need to, oh yeah, we need to add that to the dummy as well. So I don't know if it's the weakest dummy. Wait, combat status is a thing. What? Combat status time. Wait, it is? It's already a thing. I'm confused. Enemy character dot combat status. It's already a thing though. Combat status is not a valid member of part. Workspace dummy dot human part. Oh, my fault, guys. My fault. This is supposed to be dot parent. It's supposed to be two parents. I forgot. We're switching from looking for a body part of the enemy's character to the hitbox. Okay. There we go. Okay. Last thing. Okay, that's just a spelling error and stuff. I already know I type fast, so I'm bound to make mistakes. Perfect. Y'all see the animation played. Y'all see the animation played. It took damage and it's updating. Okay, perfect. Why did it just? That is very strange. Okay, so first I actually forgot something here. So we need to go back here and we need to, before the map around quotation marks, health, colon, right? Then dot dot, then the number, and then, you know, the percentage sign. But why did it just respawn? I'm confused. Why did it just respawn though? I only damaged it. I only hit it like 3 times. Let me see. 1, 2. What the fuck? Why is it respawning? v.humanoid.health changed. Let me see. This is the right code, right? Vita humanoid, or more so, did I do everything right? Vita humanoid that died. Yes. Wait, I'm confused. Is it dying or is it being? Let me do this real quick. Wait, is it dying or is it like? Cause that's what I'm confused about. Is it dying but it's moving? No. Let's see. Okay, so that's the weakest dummy. Okay, so if I the fuck? Wait, and where is it going? Where's the other? Where did the other one go? Okay, and M1 is just broke. That is so weird. Humanoid root part. What is not a valid member of workspace. That weakest dummy head is not a valid member. How? Vita name is equal to weakest dummy. V. Oh, what? I'm so confused. V dot head. Yeah, that's V dot head dot health GUI. So in the head, there's the health GUI. Mm, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, not gonna lie. I'm beyond confused. Weakest dummy. What? Yeah, I'm confused because what? So for some reason, when I hit it twice, it's respawning it. I don't know why it's like triggering it as if it's supposed to. Okay, let me do this. Let me let me take all of this stuff out. So I'm gonna have to test to see what is the issue with this and stuff. So I'll have to I'll have to test to figure out whatever the issue is with this. I might just include the fix in the next video, but at the same time I don't want to. What the fuck? Oh, I see the issue. I see the issue. Okay, never mind. I see the issue. I see it. Okay. I see it. It has to do with the M1s. They're getting knocked back too far. That's the problem. It's like throwing them. Yeah, I see the issue. That's okay. Right here. This is the problem right here. It's the M1s. So it's weird because it's supposed to be, yeah, dot position minus enemy character to human root part dot position dot unit times vector 3 dot new, and then enemy character from the root part, then add it to the thingamajig 0.1 seconds after. Yeah, honestly, I'm not totally, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not totally sure why it's doing that. But I guess all I would really need to do is just like change the number, like just make it. Okay, let's see. I get it now. What the fuck? Bro, okay. I'm gonna figure this out for the next video. Include a fix beginning of the video. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, and you can leave out the weakest enemy part if you want, and then I'll include a fix to that. Or if you just want to see it work, just go watch the individual video and you'll see. But anyway, I'll see you guys next video. Thank you for watching. Yo, what's good on today's video? I got how to make a Battlegrounds game. I believe this is part 9 to the series and stuff. Can't believe we're about to be in the double digits. And also thank you for all the love and support you guys have shown on the Battleground series. The part 1 of the Battleground series is by the time you guys are watching this, it is at 100,000 views. So thank y'all for that. I really do appreciate it and stuff. But yeah, so part 9, this will be like a 10-15 minute video. This is just gonna cover the cooldown system and stuff, as well as just a few bug fixes with the dash system. I think this is, oh, the dash system and the hitboxes, so it includes the bug fixes and the cooldown system. So yeah, let me know if there's anything I'm missing, because in all honesty, I've been thinking and I'm like, I'm not really sure what else I could really add to the Battleground series. So let me know in the comments what you guys want. But yeah, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Okay, so I'm hoping you guys are paying attention in the last video, because I honestly set up some of the cooldown stuff in the in part 8. So in part 8, if you recall, in the character folder, and you open up the one of the characters and you go to the skills, you know it's a number value inside of the skill. Its name's cooldown, and then the value is set to how many seconds the cooldown will be. I already explained this in part 8 and stuff, but if you didn't make it and stuff, if you didn't see part 8, or if you missed this part, whatever, Then just go ahead and insert a number value into the skill folder, name it cooldown, make sure all of them are named the same, and then set the values to whatever the cooldown is for that individual skill, right? And then that's really it for that. We can get to the script. So let's first go to the local core script. We will literally be here for like the span of like 2-3 minutes. Okay, so we're just gonna go down and find the core event on client event function. We're gonna go down here. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna show you make sure I go out of the if statement. So what I'm gonna say is I'm gonna say else if, right, event type is equal to cooldown, enter, and here is what we are going to do, right? We're going to say we're going to create two variables. First, cooldown is equal to arg1, so argument number 1 will be the cooldown duration, and then we're going to get the skill number, so we know which one. Skill number is equal to argument number 2, so we know which text label we are doing the cooldown effect over. So we're going to create that, then create a variable for the skill text label. So we're going to get that. So skill text label is equal to hotbar.gy.hotbarFrame on first child in quotation marks. You're going to say skill skill number. Here's how we can find the specific skill text label quotation marks text label, right? Because remember, we all named it the same. So after that, you're then going to set up the cooldown tween. So we're going to say local cooldown tween. Oh my bad. Local cooldown tween is equal to ts create. Then for the instance, we're going to, of course, put the skill text label. Then here's a comma tween info.new. As for the duration, you're going to put the cooldown because this is the duration. Comma enum.easingstyle.linear, comma enum.easingdirection.out, comma between the parentheses, and then you're going to say in special brackets, you're going to say size is equal to udm2.new, right? Wait. Oh, my fault. I did this kind of wrong. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Sorry. Okay, so sorry, not this. We're doing skill text label, but then we gotta create the cooldown text label. I don't know if we created that. I honestly don't remember. You guys see, it's almost 3 in the morning, so this is my fault. I don't think I created it. Okay, yeah, I didn't create it. Okay, so here's what we gotta do. We have to create the cooldown effect. You guys know when you're playing a Battlegrounds game and you use a skill, you know how like there's like a red. I think it's like a red. I believe it's like a red square, or is it just grayed out? But you guys know how there's like usually like a square and stuff over and stuff in it, and like it starts at the top and then like slowly goes to the bottom, and that's how you know you're on cooldown and when you're able to use the ability. So yeah, we're gonna create something like that real quick. So we can really duplicate the skill text label, right? So Control D, just like with the keybind, you're gonna put it inside of that skill text label, right? And then you gotta make sure you name, this skill cooldown text label. So skill cooldown text label. You don't have to give it any specific name, so because we're trying to save time here. So what I'm just gonna do is name them all the same. So skill cooldown text label, right? So you put it inside. We're gonna of course do 50 by 50, and of course you want it to be or whatever the size of your regular text label is. What is it? What's the size? UI grid layout. What is the size? Oh, 60 by 50. Okay. So I'm adjust the size to 60 by 50, right? So I want it to be over it. So what you're gonna do is, right, you're gonna make the background color a nice red and stuff to display that you're on cooldown, right? So what you're gonna do from here is you're going to set the size to 0. I believe it's I'm trying to think. I believe it is 0 by 0. I think, yeah. I'm gonna say 0 by 0. Yeah, so 0 by 0. Okay, so yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So by default, it should be 0 by 0. Then you can just duplicate this. So Control D. Then you're just gonna throw them into the other text labels. So Control D, boom, skill 4, skill 3, and skill 2. Boom, right? And then we have our cooldown text labels. And then obviously, you want to make sure that they are over the correct one and stuff, which I believe they seem to be. I'm not totally sure why there's a. Oh, my fault. Delete the keybind portion if you accidentally or if you forgot to delete it, because I forgot to delete it when I copy and pasted it. So let me do that. Delete that. The keybind inside the cooldown. Okay, so yeah. Then we come back here, right? And we need to set the size before we do the tween. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say skill text label dot size is equal to UDM or skill text. Oh, sorry. Skill text label dot skill cooldown text label. Then you're gonna say dot size is equal to UDM2 dot new. Then in parentheses, you're going to set it to whatever the size is for it to cover the whole skill text label. So pretty much whatever size your UI grid layout is. So the cell size, that's what you're trying to do. So we can really just copy and paste Control C and Control V, and then just delete the special brackets. Boom, boom, and boom. Right, that's what we're trying to do. So I did this by so I put negative. I'm not sure if I put negative, so I believe that should work and stuff. But yeah, then we go down here. So for this, what we're just doing, we're gonna hit UDM2 parentheses, and literally you're just gonna do 0, 60, 0, 0. So that's simple. Then we're gonna say cooldown tween play. We're gonna play the cooldown tween, right? And then that's it. So from here, that's really it for the local script. We can then move on to the server script. Okay, so moving on to the core server script. So I'm going to fix, I'm just literally just here just to fix a dash bug and stuff. So someone brought this to my attention, so shout out to them. Let me see, actually, hold on. Let me pull up that person's username and stuff so I could, because I took a screenshot. I remember I took a screenshot of it. So shout out to Tony Makalif 3945 and stuff. They're the ones that actually found this bug with the dash system to where, like, if you reset your character or died or whatever and stuff, the dash system would no longer work. That's because this function was only set up for the original character. We didn't put it into the player character added. So you're just going to select all of that, Control C, and then just Control V, just paste it down here instead into the character added function, so that it also applies to the future characters whenever a player dies, resets, whatever the case. Then head over to leader stats, and then all we got to do is just create some skill cooldown values. Here's how we keep track of whether or not the player is on cooldown and stuff, right? Like I'm saying on the module script is going to check. If you recall, again, we did this in part 8. If we open the modules combat script, right, and we go down, you guys will see when we go to find one of the skills, you guys will see if player skill, we're about to create this portion right here. We're about to create that, right? And then I showed you guys, you would put your skill code here. You would change the character's attack status and stuff like that. The cooldown stuff is handled right here though, as you can clearly see. So yeah, like I said, we did all this in part 8. If you weren't paying attention, then I'll give a brief rundown. Check to see if the player's cooldown is set to true. If it is, it'll return forward, also their combat status and stuff, to prevent them from using a skill if it's currently on cooldown. Then if it's not, then it will retrieve the cooldown, set the value equal to true. We'll let the player know it's that the skill is on cooldown, and then we'll set up a delayed function so that it sets it back to false after the cooldown duration. Now moving back to leader stat scripts, we're going to create 4 of these. So we're going to say local skill 1 cooldown. Naming is very important. You guys can probably already tell the naming status, or the way we're naming things. So is equal to instance.new. Of course, it's just a simple bool value. So parent this to the player, right? And then we're going to say skill 1 cooldown.name is equal to skill 1 cooldown, right? Enter, and then you're going to say skill 1 cooldown.value is by default equal to false. And then you're literally just going to copy and paste this. So just select it, Control C, and then Control V, Control V, Control V, and then just change them. So this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. Now you would need to do this for all your skills. I don't know if maybe you guys have 5 or something. I mean, most people's games just have 4. So yeah, then just Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V, Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V, and then Control C, Control V, Control V, and Control V. Right, that's simple. And then we can go down here, and I'm fixing another issue and stuff. This is a big issue that people have complained about in regards to the combat hitbox video, the M1 video, as well as Battleground series and stuff. If you've experienced hitbox inconsistencies to where like you spawn into the game and the hitbox sometimes or all the time spawns like away from the player, the reason that that would be happening is because of this. I made the mistake of welding the hitbox to the character's human root part before I set the hitbox's C-frame. The issue with that was pretty much it was welding the hitbox, even though the hitbox wasn't the hitbox was pretty much just created in the workspace, but it wasn't set to the player's C frame, the character's human or bar C frame, which is down here. So what we have to do is move this down here. So Control C, we're just gonna weld it after we set its C frame. Control V, and that should fix the issue. In case anyone was experiencing any issues with that, I apologize for it taking so long to for me to address it on one of the videos. But yeah. So let's go ahead and test to make sure everything works. I believe it should, but I'm a little iffy about the cooldown thing though, like the UI display. As always, if you guys want access to any one of my scripts or models, you guys can become either a channel member or a Discord subscriber. Link to either one of those options can be found in the description as always and stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Okay. So if I press 1, okay, that's strange. Press 2, 3, okay. Well, that's strange. Okay. So first and foremost, okay, so if you're experiencing the same thing, right? If it's working perfectly fine for you, then okay, you're good. Now, if it just did the same thing it did for me, then what that means, we got to remove this negative because it's going in the wrong direction. It went up instead of down. And then another issue. Oh, my bad. Right here, skill text label. Then do skill cooldown text label. There we go. There we go. My bad. I had forgotten to add that in once we finished. Okay. So if I press 1. There we go. There we go. As you guys can see and stuff. If I use the skills, right? And then as you can see, it's not starting over because I'm on cooldown, so it's not letting me use the skills. Obviously, you know, if this was an actual game, you'd see skills in progress. But yeah, so boom. So that's the skill cooldown system and stuff. Then we fix some bugs. Like I said in the beginning of the video, let me know if there's anything else you guys want me to cover in the Battlegrounds series. Like, I don't know, part 10 I could cover I already have an emote system made for Battlegrounds games, so I could cover that for part 10. Y'all just let me know what y'all want to see, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Keep showing the series love and support, and I'll continue dropping more and more videos. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Yo, what's good with y'all? In today's video, I got part 10 of how to this is part 10. I forgot for a second. Anyway, I got part 10 of how to make a Battlegrounds game. So the stuff covered in part 10. We've got a lot to do. Video probably gonna be like 30 minutes long. I finalized a base system. Pretty much someone brought to my attention that there were a few little things missing with the ultimate system. One being that when the ultimate system runs out, it doesn't reset back to your default abilities and stuff. 2, the cooldowns would like roll over onto the like say if you use an ability, right? Say if you use an ability before transforming, like before activating your ultimate and stuff, the cooldown would roll over to when you awaken and stuff, right? Use your awakening, ultimate, whatever you want to call it and stuff. So I made it so that the UI still does show that like it's on cooldown, but you are able to use the ability though when you transform and stuff. Like the cooldown resets for everything, so you'll be able to use them. I revamped the dash system once again. Thank you to the person who brought this to my attention. Actually, no, two people brought this to my attention. The dash system. The reason why I had the dash system on the server script and stuff, the reason for that was because, in all honesty, I didn't know until recently that like if you played an animation on the client side, other players can see it too. I assumed that if you played an animation on a client, you know, on a local script, you know, where you apply changes to things that only that player can see. I thought only you would see the animation and stuff. That's what I thought, but that apparently is not the case because when I tested it out, it works. So I'm revamping the dash system so it'll be client-sided rather than server-sided, so to take off some you know, a load off of the server and stuff. I also added the emote system and stuff. I made this video back in March, so I'll be implementing the emote system, and I've also actually properly finished it as well. This is a much better version and everything. So yeah, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Okay. So, I was going to say, shout out to everyone who's a Discord subscriber, channel member. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and thank you to everyone who's watching my videos. I really do appreciate you guys. Have been killing it with the support. Almost a 2 million total like views of all time on the channel. I really do appreciate it. And without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so we gotta do just a few things before we get into the scripting. So the first thing, this is a very minor thing. So with the NPC, I know, like, if you watched the part of the Battlegrounds series where I implemented the weakest dummy, for some reason I went to the head and I went to the health GUI and the health text label. For some reason I had put health colon 100% when I was just supposed to put the number in the percentage sign. So it's not really much to really change and stuff. If you want to keep it the way it is, you can, but I just left it like that by mistake. So I changed it to just the number and then the percentage. I didn't change anything with the script. I literally just changed the default to what it said by default. But yeah, moving on. let me see. Let me see. What was the next thing? Oh yeah, sorry, the animation folders. Okay, so we're gonna head on over to the animation folder, and we're going to insert a new folder. We're gonna rename this folder to emotes and stuff. And as you guys probably guessed, we're gonna put the animations for our emotes inside of this. So you're gonna click the plus icon just like we did with the other folders. Insert your animation. You want to make sure you want to name your animation the same name as the emote. So I'm gonna name this Hacker. I don't even know how you say his name. I don't know if it's Hakari. No, I think it's Hakari. Yeah, I think it's his name, Hakari. Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So I got the animation from Toolbox as always. I'm gonna put my animation ID in here. You guys have to use your own as always. So 18, 55, 4, 7, 9, 7. Oh, that's not 7. 7, 9, 4, 3. Okay. So boom. So I have my Hakari animation. So if you get your animation right, throw it into the emote folder, and then we need to do something, right? We need to do something. What we need to do is we need to duplicate the animation folder. So, or you could just copy it and then just paste it into the replicated storage. So right click, paste into, right? And so the reason for this is because we need to be able to access the animations on both the server side as well as the client side. The reason being, since the dash system will be on the client side, I now need to access A dash, D dash, S dash, W dash, as well as the emote animations and stuff, right? Now, what I could have done was just delete the animation folder from server storage, like just delete it and then just made it so replicated storage. The reason I didn't do that was because that would mean I'd have to go through the core script, and we would have to change, yeah, we would have to pretty much just change, wait, oh my god, I just realized something. Wait, no I don't. I just realized I have to change, all I have to do is change the variable. Oh my god, I just realized that. Forget what I was talking about. Okay, never mind. Just delete it from server storage. Bro, I'm so stupid. I didn't even think about that. Okay. So here's what we're going to do, right? You're going to go here. You guys see the animation folder variable at the top of the server, the core script, server version and stuff, right? Change this from server storage to replicated storage. Or, sorry, replicated storage. And then to verify that you've done it correctly, just go and type animation folder. As if you see it, like, you know, populate like this, and so that means it's a child of the replicated storage service and stuff, then you are good to go. Okay, yeah, I don't know why I just didn't do it like that the first time. That literally, yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm probably going to change the variable on the local script too, because where is it? I know I got the animation folder somewhere, or if I didn't, I guess I'll have to make it all. Well, I guess I don't, but anyway, so yeah, so we got our animations right there. You would put all of your emotes here, like you would just keep adding animations, name the animation whatever the emote name is, and yeah, from there we just keep it pushing. So we are now going to create the what's it called, the emote GUI and stuff. Now normally I would just have like one core GUI and I would just have like a hotbar frame and stuff, but as you guys can clearly see, I did the Battlegrounds series a little differently since I started the Battlegrounds series back in December. So the way I do things has clearly changed and stuff. So I'm just gonna, I don't want to confuse people. I really don't want to. I would love to rename this the core GUI, and then just insert a hotbar frame and stuff. But then I have to rewrite the code. I can already see people getting confused and stuff. So I don't want to do that to y'all. So we're just gonna add more UI and stuff, right? So click the plus icon, insert a screen GUI, right? Disable reset on spawn. Enable ignore GUI inset, and yeah, that's right. So then I'm going to rename this screen GUI to emote GUI, right? Again, y'all already know I'm not a UI maker or anything, so I'm gonna give it my best. So we're gonna insert two things. First is a scrolling frame, so insert a scrolling frame. You're gonna want to rename the scrolling frame to own emotes frame. So we're gonna have a whole bunch of text buttons in this and stuff so that you're able to access the emotes you own and everything. Let's see. Moving on, we have the emote button. So I'm gonna click the plus icon on the emote GUI, insert the text button. We're gonna do it literally just like how we did the character or the drop down button and stuff. So you could just get the same properties and everything. So size is 32 by 32, right? So let's do it like this. So we're just gonna highlight all that, then make it 32 by 32. Background color is just black, and then background transparency is 0.5, and then go down here, bold, rich text, scale text, change the text. I'm gonna just change it to E for emotes, and then just give it a white text color. And then oh yeah, also we need the UI corner, so I can copy, then right click, paste into, and just like that, we have our emote button. So this is more so our we're gonna call this our emote button, but this is how you open the emote menu and stuff like that. So we're gonna call this emote button. Boom, and then we'll just drag it. I'm just drag it over here and stuff. Put it next to the C, but give it some space. So, and then inside of the owned emotes frame, I'm just going to make this I think I did like 200 by 200. So 200 by 200. I think something like that. And then I'm going to do same thing actually. Background transparency 0.5, probably black once again. Then I'm gonna insert a UI stroke. You guys don't have to do this. UI stroke, I just realized I spelled it wrong. Emotes frame, or should be frame. So I'm insert a UI stroke, so it just has like a nice white color around the edge. Boom, looks nice. Then I'm going to insert a UI grid layout and stuff. And then here are the here's the sizing I used. So I went with 180 by 50. So 180 by 50, and then we're actually going to insert a text button into this. So insert a text button. This is going to be the purchase button. So for the moment, the only way to get emotes at the moment is you have to use Roblox and stuff. I will do in the future, maybe literally the next part of the Battlegrounds series, but I will make it so that like it's based off of kills, like like you can either buy them or like every certain amount of kills you get, you unlock one and stuff. But yeah, so we're gonna rename this text button to purchase emote button, right? And then we're gonna just do some customization with it. Background transparency will be set to 1, and then bold text, scale text. I'm gonna set the text to new emotes. You guys don't have to do all this, but new emote question mark is usually how it is for most Battlegrounds games. And then just say press me. You can give some people some instructions. Then set the text color to green, nice bright green. And then text stroke transparency to 0. And then I think that looks nice. So bold and everything. And then lastly, I remember. I'm gonna change the fill direction from not horizontal. Which one was it? Sort order was it? Oh yeah, horizontal alignment. So change that to center, and then boom, we're done. And then we are done with the UI and everything. Yeah, we're done with the UI. So from there, we are actually done with the emote UI. Obviously, by default, you want to have the owned emotes frame disabled, right? We'll enable it via the scripts as always. And then just like that, guys, we are done with all the missing those things. Now we can get to the scripting. So let's go ahead and open up our core script, the local version and everything, right? And let's go ahead and bring over some stuff. So we're actually going to jump in between the core server script and the core local script. Reason for that is because we need to implement the dash system on the client side. So what we're going to do is we're modifying this part right here, or at least I believe this. Yeah, pretty sure this will work. Sorry, we're going to add some things here and then modify this, but yeah. So we're going to go up here after the dash direction. We're going to drag over the combat status table, get the debris service, and then create a variable for the animation folder. So we're going to go to the core server script. We're going to grab the combat status table. Actually, let's just copy and paste. Actually, I'm just going to copy and paste this. So Control C, right? Go back to the local script, Control V. And then you're just we don't need the comment module, so we're just we're gonna change this to DS, so the debris service. So change this to game get service debris, right? And then we have our animation folder, right? Just double check animation folder, and then our combat status table, right? And then boom, we've gotten all the variables that we need. So then I want to make a quick change to the ultimate system and stuff. Like I said, the video is mainly about implementing the emote system, but there's also little side changes and stuff, and the revamped dash system, but there's also about little side changes and stuff that I made that are just general improvements. So if we come over here to the ultimate system, line 150, line 155, which is all the way down here, or wait, no, not all the way down here. Where is it? I'm trying to look the ultimate. Oh yeah, right here. So event also. Oh yeah, right here. Okay, let's see it now. So right here. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna set up a for I v in pairs. So we're gonna say for I comma v in pairs. So remember, this is the event where it fires the client ultimate stuff. So whenever like you're playing ultimate animation, this is what's gonna run first and stuff. So we're just gonna say hotbar dot hotbar frame get children enter, right? You're gonna say if v is a text label. So find the text label, because remember we're looking for the cooldown text labels. So we're gonna say it's a text label. Then you're gonna say v dot skill cooldown text label dot size is equal to udm2 dot new. And then you're going to say 0 by 60 by 0 by 0, whatever the size is for your cooldown text labels, for them to be set back to the default sizing and everything. If you're a little confused of what I'm talking about, the hotbar UI, hotbar frame, skill, and then our skill cooldown. You know how like when you change the size to like, I think this is like, wait, no, that is the wrong thing. Is it X? Maybe it's X. No, not this either. Huh. Well, I forgot, but you guys know what I'm talking about. It might just be 60 by that's what it was. So yeah, this is the cooldown. This is what I'm talking about, in case anybody was a little confused. But yeah, so from there we are done with that portion and stuff. This is pretty much just resetting it back to size and stuff. It's trying to fix it, but it might still be twinning it, but it doesn't matter because the player's cooldown will already be disabled, so they'll be able to still use the ability once they awaken. So then we can scroll down and everything. Once we're done there, let me see, let me go back up here. Where is the dash system? I'm looking for it. Oh, we have to go all the way up here. Yeah. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna come here, we're gonna go to the server script, right? And then I'm going to find the dash code on the server. So y'all remember all of this, right? So we're gonna find this. Literally you're just gonna copy and paste. So just select all of it. Control C, come here and stuff. You want to obviously delete that part, but leave the last three. Then just put some space in between it. Control V, paste it. We're gonna have a whole bunch of errors. We need to define these. Variables and stuff. So first things first, let's go ahead and create a character variable. So we're gonna say local character is equal to player.character. Boom, just solved about half of the issues. Then we have our dash direction, but we already created that, if you recall. That's already created up here. So we'll just delete that. Then we have attachment part, blah, blah, blah. Now for this, we're going to have to fire the remote event and stuff so that we can trigger the front dash. The front dash code on the module script. So for this, we'll say core event fire server in quotation marks. It will now be called front dash. So if we go back to the core server script, delete all of that, right? And then you're just going to change this from dash to front dash. That's what the name will be called. And then you're just simply going to, what's it called? You're going to get the code. Oh, now that I think about it, I should probably, I'm gonna undo this. Yeah, I'm going to just Control Z, right? Because remember, this is what we want to do. So we just simply want to send this over. So Control C, and then I'm just Control Y to bring it back. So then come back here, Control V, right? And then we have front dash player. So boom, we change that. And then I have no idea why there are breakpoints here, but anyway, so yeah, we'll fire the remote event from here, and then we're good. Then we come down here and we need to modify the way the animations are retrieved and stuff, right? So we created a variable for the animation. Yes, we did. Okay, we created a variable for the animation folder. So pretty much, I believe, yeah, this is it. Just changing player to player, player to player. And then yeah, I believe that's it for the dash system and stuff. I believe we're good there. I low-key honestly want to test this because I tried to remember this, but I don't know. I feel like I did something wrong, or like I'm forgetting something. But we'll hope for the best though. So yeah, we're done with that. Now we can add the emote stuff. So we're going to go down here on client at the end. So after the cooldown, you're gonna throw in another event. So we're gonna say else if event type is equal to, in quotation marks, you're going to put emotes, enter, right? Then you're going to create two variables. First will be emote event is equal to arg1, pretty much the type of like the emote event. I didn't want to say emote type because that might confuse people and stuff into thinking like this is like a type of emote, like if you know it's like a jump or something. Like I don't want to confuse people. So emote event is pretty much means like, are you trying to purchase an emote? Are you trying to like, did you just purchase an emote, or are you just playing one? So emote event, right? And then we're gonna have the emote name. So emote name is equal to re2. This for if you just purchased one. So I'm gonna say if emote event is equal to update, enter. So this update pretty much it'll trigger an update whenever you purchase a new emote, so that it appears in the menu and stuff, since you already have it open and everything. So I'm gonna create a variable. I'm gonna say local emote button is equal to instance. I knew we're just gonna create a text button. So text button, you're going to parent this. You're gonna go player GUI emote GUI owned emotes frame, right? Then emote button name is equal to emote button, enter. Then emote button text is equal to emote, so they know the name of the, or emote name, they know the name of the emote. And then emote button background transparency is equal to 1. Emote button font face bold is equal to true. And then emote button, oh my bad. And then emote button text scaled is equal to true. And then lastly, we're going to say emote button text transparency is equal to 0, right? Then we're going to set up the function for if a player is trying to if they're trying to activate their new emote, trying to use their new emote and stuff that they just purchased. So we're going to see emote button mouse button one click connect function, right? Delete close parentheses, enter. And then we're going to fire the emote events to core events fire server. Wait, no, I didn't actually. Yeah, I did need this. Yeah. Never mind. Sorry, we don't need fire the emote event. I forgot I didn't need that. I was originally planning to think about using that, but I didn't need it. Anyway, we're going to set up the animation track. So we'll save ourselves some time. Scroll all the way up. This might actually take us long, not thinking about it. But yeah, so find the animation track from the dash stuff. Control C. Bring it all the way down. Control V. So we need to set up player.character, right? Then for this animation, so you're gonna you want to do animation folder, then you want to do emotes, right? And then we can remove this part. We do need the brackets, so regular brackets, and then you're gonna throw in the emote name, right? Or actually, let's be specific. Actually, I want to say emote button text just to be on the safe side, and then it should play the specific animation, right? Then after all of this, we're gonna go after this, and we're going to set up some new functions and stuff. So this is for when you open. So this is for when you open the emote UI and stuff like that. You'll see all of the emotes you currently own. So let's create a variable for the emote GUI. So local emote GUI is equal to player GUI wait for child emote GUI, right? Then we're gonna say emote GUI emote button mouse button one click connect function close parentheses enter, right? Then I'm gonna set up a for v pairs loop to remove any text buttons that are currently inside of the owned emotes frame aside from the purchased emote button, because we obviously don't want any duplicates. We only want, you know, one button for each emote. So I'm gonna say, oh my bad, I did not mean to do that. I don't know what I just did. So I'm just do for I comma v in pairs, right? And then you're going to say emote UI owned emotes frame get children enter. Then if v is first of all is a text button, and then say and v dot name is nil equal to in quotation marks purchase emote button enter, right? And then if that's the case, then destroy. So we can wipe them all out, and then we'll repopulate them. So after that, we're then going to set up another for v in pairs loop. So for I comma v in pairs, we're going to create a text button for each emote the player owns. So we're going to create this folder once we move to the leaders that script. So I'm going to say player.owned emotes. Then you're going to say get children close parentheses enter. We're going to save ourselves a whole bunch of time. Go up here and just copy and paste the emote button portion. So copy, come back, paste, right? And then we're saving ourselves a whole bunch of time. And then you can delete this part. We don't need to go through there. We just need the emote UI. And then for the text, you're just simply gonna say v.name, because it'll be Boolean values. Yeah, it'll be Boolean values with the name being the name of the emote. and then we just save this a whole bunch of time. Come down here, and then we're literally setting up the same exact function. So the same exact function as this. So you could just once again copy and paste, Control C, Control V, right? And then the animation emotes, emote button text. Yeah, literally same thing. Really, so that's it for that portion. It aside from the last thing we gotta do, which go outside of this for IV pairs loop, and then we just simply are gonna make it so that the emote UI can be disabled or not disabled, made visible and not visible and stuff if you click the button. So emote UI dot owned emotes frame dot visible is equal to not emote UI owned emotes frame dot visible, right? And then lastly, we're just going to make it so that you can purchase emotes. So emote GUI dot own emotes frame dot purchase emote button dot mouse button one click connect function close parentheses enter. Then this time you're going to fire the emote event. So core event fire server in quotation marks, name will be emote, then comma, then quotation marks purchase, right? So that it knows you're trying to purchase an emote. And then we're going to move to leader stat script. We won't be here long. After the skill cooldown, you're going to actually create a new folder. So let's save ourselves some time. You could just copy and paste the leader stats folder information. So Control C, Control V, rename this to owned emotes. Then Control C, Control V, parent it to the player. Boom, we're good to go. Then you're going to scroll all the way down here to data loading. We're going to need to modify this a little bit. So pretty much the only values we save so far in the Battlegrounds series is total kills, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it so that each time you purchase an emote, it saves it as an individual value and stuff. So here's how we're gonna keep track of that, or how we're gonna load it, I should say. So what I'm gonna say is I'm gonna say for I is equal to 1 because we're starting at 1, right? And then I'm gonna say comma number sign. So number, is it data? I think it's, yeah, data. So number data. So pretty much this is the amount of data values the player has and stuff. So if they have 5, right? Like this is simple math. If anyone's confused, it's simple math. If they have 5, right? You see that the only value that we have saved right now, or that we have loaded so far, is total kills. So 5 minus 1 is 4. That would mean everything after total kills, every other value after total kills is an emote value, right? So then we're gonna comma 1. So it's gonna go 1, however much emotes you have saved. So you have 6. It's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? And then we need to throw an if statement here. We need to say if I. This is very important here. If you're saving multiple values, you need to make sure you put the right number here. I'm only saving 1, so all I need to do is say it's greater than 1. If I had 2, I would say greater than 2. If I had 3, I would say greater than 3. I'm only saving total kills aside from the emote value, so I just have to say I is greater than 1. Just wanted to make that clear in case anyone was confused if they're saving multiple values. Then we're going to create the owned emote value. So owned emote is equal to instance.new quotation marks bool value. Parent this to parent. Bro, I just realized. Oh my god! When I was testing this, I thought I couldn't get it to save and stuff. I just realized I forgot to parent it. I make so many dumbass mistakes, but anyway. So then we're gonna parent this to the not the player, the owned emotes folder. And then we're gonna say owned emote. Okay, make sure you do owned emote, singular, not owned emotes. Make sure you're not referencing the folder because that could be very bad. So name is equal to data regular brackets I. So whatever the number it's currently on, it'll retrieve that value. So whatever that emote's name is, then owned emote dot value is equal to false. I was originally gonna have it as a boolean because I wanted to have an equip system, but I don't really see a need for that. But I'll just leave it like this, just on the safe side. And then just gonna copy and paste that. So just copy and paste the for I pairs loop, or sorry, for I loop. Control C, go after this one, Control V. Then we just gotta modify data saving a little bit. So we come down here. The way that the data saving works is you're going to go after this one and you're going to use a for I v in pairs loop. So for I comma v in pairs, you're going to say player dot owned emotes get children close parentheses enter, and then you're going to say table dot insert the data table comma v name. That's the name of the emote, and then it'll insert all of the emote, all the owned emote values inside of the what's it called, the owned emotes folder that the player has. And then just Control C, go to the next one, Control V. Let me just double check. Okay, I'm good. And stuff. Dang, we already at 30-minute mark. Well, yeah. So from there, we are done with the leader stat script, and then we can move on to the core script. So for the core script, I feel like I don't really think there was much to do here aside from adding like the emotes purchase system. There's not really much to do here. There was a few tweaks with the ultimate system. I remember that, so I'm glad I'm right here actually. So you're gonna scroll down right to the early 100s. You're going to, I must have left these by mistake. I must have accident. Oh yeah, that must be when I got these confused. Anyway, so you're gonna find the ultimate event, right? Else if event type equals ultimate. These were the changes I was talking about. So after updating you with your new skills, what you're gonna do after that is reset all of the players' cooldowns. So you're gonna say 4i is equal to 1, 4. Now, very important. Most battleground games only have 4 skills, so I would only do this 4 times. If your game has three skills, 5 skills, 6 skills, make sure you put the right number in the middle. I'm putting 4 because I have 4 skills, right? 1 because it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. So then I'm going to say player, regular bracket, quotation marks, skill. If you guys recall, go to leader stats. You'll see skill, the number, cooldown. So we're going to say skill, I, the number, and then the word cooldown. And then you're going to go on the outside of the regular brackets, and then you're going to say dot value is equal to false. So there's no longer on cooldown. So you don't experience any cooldown issues when you use your ultimate. And then yeah, so then from here, oh, I remember. Yeah, I remember now. So oh yeah, this was the other one. Okay. So then yeah, another thing I did, by the way, was inside of the character folder, I named the folder just Ultimate Character 1 and stuff. I don't really remember what I had to name this before, but yeah, I named it Ultimate Character 1 as well as added cooldown and stuff like that. This is just for testing purposes and stuff, but yeah, make sure you have your cooldowns. I mean, you guys should already have that, but I just added it for testing purposes. And then I renamed the ultimate for character 1. I just named it Ultimate Character and then 1. So pretty much the way it is now is all we gotta do is just do animation folder, play the character. Yep, all that greatness. And then we have an updated name, right? So I'm gonna go after the animation plays. I'm gonna say local updated name because I realized that when you use your ultimate, it's not updating the current character. It still says you have character 1 equipped. I wanted it to be to where it's like when you have your ultimate, it's gonna say Ultimate Character 1 and stuff, so it knows which abilities to use as well. Because at the moment, it wouldn't know if you tried to use them. So I'm gonna say updated name is equal to, in quotation marks, we're literally just gonna say ultimate player current character value, because it's literally, that's what you're literally just using the ultimate version of your character. And then we're gonna update the value. So you're just gonna just copy and paste that, Control C, Control V, and then just set that to the ultimate, or the updated name. And then once you're done with that, except for that, I updated the sound effect as well and stuff like that. I'm not sure. I never understood why they're. Oh, that was a stop. That was why. I see. So we can remove this ultimate part with a dot. You don't need that since now it has the ultimate. Since now it's already in the updated character name, so you don't need that. And then we can just copy and paste this. Control C, Control V. Okay, boom. And then we are done with that. And then we come down to the end over here, and then we also need to update the name here. So copy and paste the updated name portion. So Control C. We're gonna go right before we update the skills. So Control V. So updated name. You're just doing the opposite. So remove the ultimate because you're going back to your normal character. So we need to actually remove it. So what we're gonna do is, I just realized I put a capital U by mistake. Oh my. Oh no. I put a capital U by mistake. Control V. Okay, let me just make sure I fix that. I really hope I didn't put that nowhere else. But anyway, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to split the string. So we're gonna say string dot split, and then we're gonna separate the ultimate. So we're gonna say player dot current character dot value comma. You're gonna separate it by putting the word ultimate. So instead of it, so it's gonna go from ultimate character 1 to just character 1. So since your ultimate has expired and everything, right? and then you're going to set that to the updated name, and then that's all the changes we have to do with the updated with the updates to the ultimate system. And then the front, like I said, remember, make sure you rename the folder for whatever character's ultimate. You do the word ultimate character and then, you know, the number. And then yeah, we did the front dash, we already did that. So yeah, so now I'm going to add the event for the, what is it called, the email system. So yeah, this is for the purchase system. So after that, we are going to say else if event type is equal to in quotation marks emote enter. We're then going to say create a variable for the emote event, just like we did on the local script. So it's equal to argument number 1. Set up an if statement. So if emote, or sorry, not if event type, if emote event is equal to in quotation marks, you're going to say purchase enter, right? You're going to create a table. So unowned emote is equal to special brackets. So what we're about to do is, right, it's going to search for all, it's going to search the folder, it's going to search this, it's going to search the owned emote folder, it's going to cross-reference this with the, where is it, the animation folder, the emotes folder. It's going to see if there were any emotes you don't currently own, because obviously you don't want to charge somebody for an emote if like they already own all the emotes in the game. So it's going to search to see if there are any you don't own. If you don't own any, it'll prompt you to purchase a random one and stuff. So that's what we're going to do. This table is going to pretty much be, it's going to have all of these emotes minus the ones that you already own and stuff. So that's pretty much what this table is. Then use a variable emote found is equal to false by default and stuff. If this is equal to true, we'll continue with the purchase, like prompting the player to purchase and stuff, because we know that, okay, there's an emote that they can actually buy. So I'm going to say for I comma v in pairs, we're going to say animation folder that emotes get children enter. We're going to say if not player dot owned emotes find first child parentheses, and then you would just put v dot name. So pretty much it's searching the own emotes folder that the player has to see if they don't, to see if it finds any emotes that they don't have. And as long as they find one that they don't have, then we'll set emote found equal to true. Then once all of that is done, let's get two ends and we'll set up an if statement. So if emote found is equal to true, then we will proceed. We will use the marketplace service. So MPS prompt product purchase. Yeah, you have to make this, by the way. So you're simply going to go to game settings, monetization, scroll down. You're going to create a developer product. So click create. Once you click create, just click the dots, edit, set whatever the price you want it to be, and then I'll probably just name it random emote, but it's up to you guys. And then you would just right click, copy ID to clipboard. Once you're done with that, you come here, and then you would throw the player in there, comma, then the product ID. So Control V there. Then we're going to set up the function for, whenever a player has purchased this. So MPS that prompt product purchase finished. Yes, that one. And then we're going to connect function. In parentheses, you're going to put user ID, comma, product ID, comma, is purchased. Enter. And then you're going to set up an if statement. So if player.user_id is equal to user ID, so make sure it's the same player. And of course, is purchased is equal to true to make sure that they actually, bought it. So then we're going to get a random emote. So I'm going to say random emote is equal to math.random. We're obviously going to start at 1, so 1, and then we're going to get the number of unknown emotes. So for example, let's say in your game you have 20 total emotes, right? You have 20 total emotes. What it's going to do is get the number of how many emotes the player doesn't own. So let's say you have 20 and this person is playing your game for the first time, so they don't own any and stuff. It's going to do 1. It's going to choose a random number from 1 to 20 and stuff. It'll select it, and then that'll be the random emote and stuff. So then we're going to get the emote name. So local emote name. Here's how we retrieve the emote name. Equal to unowned emote. So the table, then regular bracket, you're going to put random emote. So it pretty much is just a random number. And then you'll get it from the table. And then we'll create the owned emote value. So owned emote is equal to instance.new, quotation marks, bool value. Then parent this to, remember, the player's owned emotes folder, enter. Then own emote dot name is equal to emote name. Own emote dot value is equal to false. Then fire the core event core event, fire client, singular, fire to the player, comma, quotation marks, emote, comma, quotation marks, update, so it knows to, you know, add a text button so that they can now use the emote, comma, and then of course send over the name of the emote, and then lastly just throw a break so that what's it called? Lastly just throw a break so that it doesn't repeat this and stuff. Wait, I'm confused. Why is it? Wait, why is it not? I'm confused. Why is it? Oh, my bad. Sorry, not a break. Return. Yeah, return. Sorry. And then the last thing we gotta do, guys, we're almost at 40 minutes. Wow. So last thing we gotta do, head over to the module script. Again, this is the last change in regards to the ultimate system. Oh, I'm so glad I just saw this. Oh my god, I'm so glad I saw this. Make sure you also change the animation folder here from game that server storage to replicated storage. I'm so glad that I noticed that. Okay. So yeah, so we come down here, we're literally gonna go find the character one. You're gonna find this, or character, it really doesn't matter. You're just gonna copy and paste, so Control C, go all the way down, go down here, right? Let me delete that. Control V, right? And then you're just changing this. This is just gonna be the ultimate version. So you would just say ultimate, ultimate character. So pretty much it's supposed to match whatever the name of the folder is for the ultimate character. Where is it? Yeah, so pretty much these folders, these names would just have to match. And then you would just, you know, change this. You would just change this to, you know, you just add the ultimate, and then you would just do character folder, ultimate character one, skill folder, and then you just do ultimate character, and then all the skills and everything is inside, you know, that's good. You don't have to change any of that. Then cooldown, blah blah blah, and then yep, that's it. So let's go ahead and test to make sure everything works. As always, if you guys want access to any one of my scripts and mods, you guys can become either a channel member or a Discord subscriber. Link to either one of those options can be found in the description. Highly recommend that. So okay, so I already currently own it. I already currently own the emote and stuff. That's obviously because I was testing with it beforehand, so I'm just gonna remove it and stuff. By default, you shouldn't have that. So if I open it, so if I click E, you guys will see the menu opens. So if I press the new emote button, I am prompted to purchase a random emote and stuff. It's a test purchase, so you don't have to worry about losing any Robux. So if we purchase it, okay, just wait a second, it'll pop up, or the arrow will pop up. Okay, interval is empty. Number unknown emotes. Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm so dumb. Number of unknown emotes. Of course, because I have date. Oh yeah, it's because wait, I'm confused. Shouldn't it work now? You guys shouldn't be experiencing that issue. The only reason it gave me that error is because I already own the emote, but I'm confused. It shouldn't be giving me that issue if I removed it. If not, okay, let me stop and then come back. It shouldn't be giving me that error. It shouldn't give me that error now. It shouldn't have given it to me before because I already deleted it from my inventory. But yeah, let me see. What? Invalid number 2. Interval is empty. Number of unknown or not unknown, unowned. I don't know why I keep saying unknown. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot something very, very important here. You're supposed to throw a table.insert right here. So it's supposed to be table.insert. Then we completely forgot to, or I completely forgot to add them. So unknown emotes, and then you would put v.name, so the name of the emote stuff. That is completely on me. My bad, guys. So v.name. Okay, there we go. It wasn't even added their name to the table. Okay, so now new emote. Let me go ahead and open it so we can just see it happen in live time. So purchase it. Wait a second. Boom, there we go. You guys see the emote here. You see it's now an own emotes. Now if I play this, now clearly it's an animation I found from the toolbox and stuff, but you guys see it works. You would obviously have sound playing in the background, but yeah, so there we go. You guys see it works. If I close it out and open it, it's, you know, still there and everything. I can play it, and yeah. So look what happens now. If I click it, nothing is happening. The reason for that is because it cannot find an emote. It cannot find an emote that I don't own since I only have one. So yeah, there you go. That's gonna make an emote system and stuff, and as well as some other improvements. So hope you guys enjoyed part 10 and stuff like that. I'll be dropping the part 5 to part 10 if you guys are curious to binge that and stuff like that. And everything. As always, if you guys find any bugs or anything, please let me know in the comments or DM me or whatever and stuff like that, and I'll have them resolved just like I did with this. Yeah, so I thinking about adding titles and stuff like that because some people have XP for that, and I'm interested in titles. Titles are cool, so I might add titles to this. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in part 11. Thank you guys for watching the video. I really do appreciate all the love and support you guys put on my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.